I don't think you want to do this.
Steps forward. Oh, I don't?
We can just have gone our separate ways.
You know, I would like
I'm
that.
not asking for your help anymore.
I would like that, but unfortunately you came from my loins and I have to look at you. The fact that you're around here and the fact you're still existing in this world.
Don't know how this works!
Then show me!
And as I raise my voice extremely, I wave my hands around, and I'm going to cast Chaos Bolt at him.
Hello everybody, sorry for the late start, but you know, some things happened and it just was unfortunate. A few things. This is my first time playing with a 6-man and woman team. So this will be pretty fun. Okay. So from my left in the screen, I guess never mind. Fuck it. Jodai, please introduce yourself and your character.
Yes, I am Jedi Master, and I will be playing Eigen, a great and powerful sorcerer from faraway lands.
Hey. We have next, Joe Jellyfish.
I'm Joe, and I will be playing Tevin Asol, a douchebag.
We have Matt.
Hi, I am Matt. I am playing Kyle Lonick, who is a half-elf warlock of the Fathomless and desires more power.
Ooh. We have Josh.
Hi, I'm Josh. I will be playing Alistair Honeywood, who is a human gravitagy wizard who's just here to blend into the background, not make a fuss, get good on his grades, and get a good stable job, have a husband and kids, and live a nice, normal life.
Not a chance.
All tonight, all of it.
Yeah, all tonight, everything. We have Rico.
Hey, I'm Rico, and I'm playing Henrik Sedin, the half-elf sorcerer, and it's kind of a slacker, I think.
Nice. And we have Alora.
Hi, I'm Alora. I'm playing Karina Braxton, who is a human who's just looking to learn.
Nice. So we don't have much time, so let's get right into it. So the sounds of shoe heels reverberating through marbled halls as a man in a debonair three-piece suit walking down a hall completely made of marble and beautiful filigree that fills the walls with wood and stained glass windows that are in the between the marry of the sun and stained glass begins to paint against the wall against him as he walks through. You see in his hand he is holding 6 black envelopes. His gait as he walks is wide, yet he seems to glide with each step as if he were weightless. Down the hall, swiftly he moved as the assortment of colors began to play against his face and his clothes. He barely winces as the sun immediately clips the corner of his eye. And fastly he cuts the corner. And as he walks up this marble staircase that's flanked by golden railings, he makes his way up to 2 large oaken doors. The archway has a simple gold etching of Dean's office. He presses open the door as the croak of wood, and then you hear a dull thud as the doors close behind him. The golden latch knobs closing behind him. As he steps in, the sun pours in and seems to center focus on a oaken, polished wood desk. On it is all sorts of pens, quill pens, and other accoutrement that you would find on a dean's desk with papers. But he walks past that as the office seems to dip down. He descends some steps and then ascends once more. He ascends to a large silver basin. On the sides of it being held up, you see like it's this statuesque fixtures of angels that seem to hold the basin up. As he steps up, the water seems to ripple as if awoken by his presence. His face His vicious and trapped in the reflection. As he looks over, you see his hands splay as he brings it across the water. And you can see as it begins to show different faces here as his face seems to disappear and fade away. You see other faces begin to show in the ripples. These 6 black envelopes clasped tightly in his hand. He looks over and with a smile, well, down to the last 6. He hands over the envelopes and drops them into the water as they seem to disappear into a seemingly endless bottom. From here, we follow the letters as it slips into this blackness. The sloshing of water soon fades as a bright light seems to be birthed from nothing. The sea air and the call of seagulls calling proudly above as men grunt, working as they pull ropes to manipulate the sails. A voice calls out, "Karina, get up in the crow's nest and tell me what you see."
I go up.
As you head up there, you begin to look over as you see just endless ocean. You begin to slightly focus as you look through the telescope to try and get a better look. But then you feel something hits your foot. As you pull the telescope down, you look down, you see at your foot is a black envelope emblazoned on it a gold insignia. And in the back of it is a red seal. What do you do?
I open it.
You open it, you pull out this piece of parchment. It says, "Dear Karina Braxton, I hope the day finds you well, and congratulations. Due to your outstanding magical aptitude, you have been selected to join the elite few in the world to attend Widowbind Academy for the Arcane. This is a prestigious opportunity that many do not receive, and to do so exemplifies that you have limitless potential. And all you need is the appropriate guide. If you feel that Widowbind is for you, please press your thumb on the seal at the bottom, and your acceptance will be complete. This letter will cease to exist 8 a.m. tomorrow morning, so you must answer. It must be provided by then. Hope to see you this year. Yours sincerely, Emerson Widowbind, Dean of Widowbind Academy for the Arcane." As you look at the letter, at the bottom, there is a red seal, but around it at the center is this odd silver coin that's blank. What do you do?
I'm going to look around first for what I came up here for.
Mm-hmm.
And then I will just grab a rope and just slide down to the deck.
Okay. You slide down to the deck. As you get down, your father walks up. Did you see anything?
Well, not so much out there. I did get this.
He looks it over. Can I see that?
Yeah. Just don't touch that bit.
Oh, okay. He takes it and you see he gingerly holds the corners and begins to look it over. Oh. He folds it back and places it to you and looks towards you. Honey, you have to take this. This is... I know you've saved our bacon many times here, but we can't give you what you need. This is an opportunity that doesn't come around.
But what if there's a storm or a kraken or something?
As you say that, he pulls you by your shoulders and pulls you in and holds you tightly. Don't worry, we'll be fine. I became captain before you came around. It'll be okay. Go ahead. Go learn. Get strong.
I will take the letter and press my thumb on it.
As you press your thumb on it, you feel a sudden flutter within you. And then as you remove your finger from the seal, you watch the seal that's in the center, the coin then pops out and drops into your hand. You see it forms this odd Medusa's head on the front. As you hold the coin, the letter begins to dissipate into tiny ashes. They begin to glow and then suddenly peter out into the sky. As you hold the coin, you just hear, "Ah, I'm happy you have accepted. Well, you'll be called tomorrow. Please, make any preparations you must before 8 a.m. tomorrow." I don't know why it's doing that. There we go. So as you hold the coin, your father walks over to you and just simply rubs your shoulders. As we follow the ashes and we begin to float away, the bright sun pouring into a really well-off room. Devin, explain our room. Explain your room to us.
Okay, so Devin's room is definitely full of nice things. The desk is very high quality, the bed is very big, and the mattress is really thick and soft. But it is also completely covered with trash. Just old beer cans and candy wrappers. Devin covered in some of it, laying on his face, drooling on his pillow. It is fully daylight outside, but he's not getting up unless somebody's waking him up soon. And yeah, he's like fully asleep, hand hanging off the bed, still holding a flask full of whatever liquor he could get his hands on at the time. Probably something cheap and not very good for you.
Okay, so as you're laying in the bed, you are suddenly awoken as you feel a sharp edge hit the top of your forehead, and you feel something a little light land on your chest.
I wake up and I suppose I see the envelope on my chest.
The black envelope just show up. You can see that you recognize this symbol. This is the symbol for Widowbind Academy.
I open the door and I kind of like struggle with the daylight actually like coming into the house, and I kind of like, "Dad, I think your old college is asking for donations again."
Devin, what the hell are you talking about?
I got this fucking letter, Dad. I don't fucking know. Just look here.
He just takes it from your hand and rips it open immediately and flips it. Devin, if you had bothered to read it, you've been accepted. He flips it around and puts it in your face.
You know very well that I can't read it at this time of the day.
Doesn't matter. Put your finger right here. Goddammit, you're going.
Dad, I really have to. It's kind of sounds kind of lame.
Listen, your mother was a Grimwell. I was a Lockmere. You're going. This is in our legacy. This is in our blood.
Fucking fine, Dad. God.
As you do that,
You're gonna eat my tits off for this, so then yeah, sure. And I put my thumb on the fucking thing.
You do so. The coin pops out in your hand. And you see the Medusa's head. But he grabs your face. And Listen, you're my son, and I know you have greatness in you. I don't know where you fell off the path, but you got this.
About that whole son thing, are you sure that you're not gonna tell me at some point that I'm adopted so I can find a cooler dad that isn't such a dork?
You see, as he he begins to tense, he slightly turns red, a little vain. The mom's like, "Oh, hold on, dear," and she like grabs his shoulder. Devin doesn't mean it, it's not the morning time for him. You know how it is, and doesn't matter. I have to go to work. Get ready. You're going. Prepare yourself.
No problem. How much beer do we have left in the fridge?
We have nothing, as he says as he begins to walk off.
I open the fridge to see if we actually have nothing.
It's actually empty. But then you feel a tap on your shoulder as your mom's just like, "Here you go, honey. Just save one for you."
Thank you, Mom. You really are the best. And I crack open the beer and chug it all down.
As you chug it, did you have the letter in your hand? Or did you drop it or something?
I guess it's just thrown on the table.
Okay. All right. So as it's on the table, as you're drinking, you look up to the right and you see the ashes begin to, as the paper begins to turn to ashes and dissipate, and we move on. We fly across as we come to another house. We come to another room of a young man. Alistair, please explain your room and explain what you're doing in it currently.
So Alice's room is really neat and tiny. Tiny? That's not right. Tidy. Really neat and tidy. And everything is in its proper place and nothing is askew. Everything's at a right angle. And I'm probably sat on the floor, but with my back to the bed.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm probably just reading a book.
Okay.
Probably the Lusty Argonian Maid.
Okay.
Yeah.
As you're reading the book, you turn one of the pages as a black envelope appears on the next page. The symbol you recognize.
Okay, so I'm gonna grab it with both hands and holding it so tightly that digging my fingers through it is almost ripping the paper, that kind of excited. And I'm gonna flip it over and open it straight away.
Yep. You open it, you see that you're accepted. You press your finger on the sill?
No. I'm gonna stand up and start bouncing up and down. And then I'm gonna press it.
Okay.
Oh wait, before I do, I'm gonna grab my wand, which looks nothing like this.
Okay.
It's like a golden wood. And I'm gonna just cast a few prestidigitation of puffs of sparks, and then I'll press it.
Okay. You press your finger onto the seal as the coin appears in your hand, and the door opens as your father walks in. You got good news?
I got in, Dad!
That's my boy. He walks over and gives you a deep hug as your mom comes around as well. And then the rest of the family piles in as they begin to, all get into a group hug with you. And I'm so proud of you. And listen, don't feel like you have to follow exactly in our footsteps. With whatever you become, we're proud of you.
I won't let you down, Dad.
Good. Oh. As you're clasping tight the letter, you feel as it begins to flake away. And we move on. As we travel through some mist, Two oaken doors open as we come to a somewhat more gothic, darkened estate. Hagen, explain to us, who are you?
So I am assuming, yeah. So if we're at the estate here, I am in a small bedroom alone, and clearly trying to be quiet, but very intently sitting there with a candle on the table across from me, and repeatedly snapping my fingers, lighting the candle and snuffing the candle until it's off, and I try to light it again, and it will not come on until I grab it and I throw it across the room. And as it bounces off the wall and lands on the table, it lights.
As you do so, sitting in that darkness, your eyes during that time adjust to the darkness before your anger takes over and you grab it and you throw it against the wall. You see the candle lights as in the center of the desk as it rolls back, merely touching a black envelope. It wasn't there before.
I will pick it up. I am shaking a bit, and although it's certainly unnecessary, I mumble a bit and wave my hand around and produce a small letter opener and pop the wax seal off with that.
Pop it off.
There's the letter.
You open the letter. It says you're accepted. Congratulations. What are you feeling in this current moment?
Satisfaction and trepidation in equal measures.
Do you press your finger to the seal?
Almost too quickly at first, and then stopping myself, and then definitely.
Press your finger as you receive the coin. The letter disappears into ash. You know to get yourself ready before 8 a.m. tomorrow. We move on.
I
Yeah?
leave the house by the window.
Oh, okay. Got you. Oh, nice. So, where are you going?
To a modest inn in the vicinity of the school.
Okay.
Hopefully with no one having known I was at home.
Got it. So, we follow the ashes. As we follow and continue to move on, there's just a... Henrik. You just hear a whisper. Hey, something's coming.
What's coming?
Good news? I'm not sure. Maybe. I know it's definitely something I wanted.
Maybe it's a letter from that school.
And perhaps it's here. And as he says that, you feel something in your pocket.
I'll reach down into my pocket and pull it out.
Do so. You find that black letter, black envelope.
Daniel, look.
Whoa. Nice. All right. Well, okay. Maybe this isn't so bad. Well, open it. What are you waiting for?
If you say so. And he'll open the letter.
And as you do so, you feel just the feeling of hurriedness begin to build up in you, like slightly bubbling. He's like, "Come on, the seal, do it." I mean, yeah. Congratulations, blah blah blah. Okay, we definitely got in. All right. Okay, wait.
Sure you want to do this?
I do, but I don't. Okay, I don't want to be the one trying to like force all decisions. Is this something you want to do?
I mean, it sounds like a pretty good time.
It should be. Also, it's a way to get out of here, you know? Maybe. No, well, do it.
Say no more. And I'll immediately press my thumb.
That's it. And this connection, you feel Daniel as he's just elated. You receive the coin, and he's, what the hell is this? Oh, okay.
Oh,
See the Medusa. What's a Medusa's head? And as you hold the letter in the other hand, dissipates. And we move to our final person. As Kai, what would you be doing currently, right now?
I'm in my room alone. My bed is perfectly made. I'm standing in front of a huge window that overlooks the ocean, and I'm just staring out at the water. And next to me on the desk, there's nothing except a single blackwood sitting perfectly in the middle.
As you're standing, looking out, waves flowing in and out, the white foam building at the shore, you look out and you see something poking out of the sand. Doesn't look like an animal. It's black. With a sign, insignia, emblazoned on the front.
I can see it from the window.
Mm-hmm.
I immediately know what that is, and I get a giant grin on my face, and I walk outside and pick it up.
Nice. Go outside, seeking slightly in the sand, which you reach down and pick it up, tear it open.
Before I open it, I would yell, "Grandmother, come here!"
As you say that, you wait for a little bit before she walks around the corner, her hair slightly stringy, but pulled back into a nice little neat bun. Grandma still looks good for her age. She's got a nice blue airy type of dress on, wearing seashell jewelry, and she steps around. God, did you call me? What's the matter?
I'm not gonna say anything. I'm just gonna hold up the black envelope with that same smirk on my face.
Oh, that's wonderful. I know it's everything you looked forward to. Come on. She shuffles over, walks over. Open it. What? You didn't have to call me over here for this.
I open it.
You receive congratulations. You've been accepted. You have until 8 a.m. tomorrow to get your affairs in order.
I'm going to press the little silver circle or whatever it is.
Mm-hmm. Do so as it pops out and it dissipates. You see the coin, and as you're standing there, your grandmother pulls from her back a pouch of coins. I knew you'd get in. Yeah. Just something to start you off with. It's what I had left, but it's fine. You need it more than I do.
I'm sure I will. Thank you.
And as you all collectively prepare yourselves, some of you receive money from other benefactors. Some of you receive money from your family. 8 a.m. rolls around next morning. As you're all standing in your rooms holding the coins, you feel a sudden rush of energy overcome you before a intricate magic circle seems to be burned beneath you. And it's a sudden feeling as you feel your stomachs drop and your heart flutter. You all collectively dissipate from where you are, disappearing into just tiny sparks, fireflies. And then you all find yourselves in a large room. You see yourself surrounded by all sorts of perhaps different students. You see amongst you dragonborn, elves, some fairies that are all seemingly chattering away, just adding to the cacophony of just conversation around you. You see as the light is pouring in into these stained glass windows, as it just begins to spark and hit the myriad of tables that are placed around. Some people have already sat in their seats, some are just standing up, leaning against walls. As you all appear next to each other. And it's as you all land there, you feel the coins in your hands as they all begin to glow this, how do I say, it's a white hot heat at first, but quickly dies down. And you all turn and see this, you feel this attraction. Look at each other in each other's eyes. And you hear a sudden voice begin to boom over. For those of you that have received coins, which all of you have, some of you have received the coin with a particular picture on it. This picture will indicate that you are part of a conclave. Those who have these coins, you are all dedicated to each other. These are your comrades. These will be your, hopefully, friends throughout the remainder of your time here at Widowbind. And you don't see where the voice is coming from until a man at the far end of the room steps out. And as he steps, you see that the floor begins to raise into this higher altitude, like a platform. A man in a three-piece suit, his hair is slightly brushed back. His hair is like salt. His hair is salt and pepper with a well-groomed beard. He's wearing a black suit, vest, tie combo. Hello, students. I am Emerson Widowbind. I have called you all here, and you all, hopefully, will be receiving a proper mage's education. Here we do not use the word shapers. I believe it to be a dirty word. We're all mages. Here we study the ways of the old. We learn from the ways of the old, so that we respect the new ways. So, I am glad to have you all here. And let us soon begin the festivities, shall we? Those of you who have the appropriate coins for your conclave, I wish you all to gather around. Gather together. As he says that, you see other people suddenly begin to hold their coins up and begin to speak to each other as they all begin to enter in their own little small groups. Doesn't take you long for you guys to maybe perhaps find yourselves.
Does anyone else have a Medusa?
I kind of like drag myself to him, kind of hoping that maybe some like the rest of the group won't be like more like him, and maybe some hot chicks, but I fully knowing that that's not gonna happen. And just kind of like with it, his inside with his sunglasses on, not just mentally half there.
I will walk over holding my coin as well. You said Medusa?
Yeah, it looks like it's just the three of us.
I'm gonna look around and kind of hold mine up in the air.
I'll walk over kind of sheepishly. I've got Medusa too, but not make any eye contact with anyone.
Well, that's 4.
Henrik sort of pipes up and is like, I think this is Medusa. He shows everyone else his coin.
Snakes for hair. Yeah.
Cool.
I guess we'll be spending a lot of time together.
Seems like it.
Do I have to be in a group with a bunch of nerds? Do I have to, really?
It takes
Henrik
me a
sort
little longer to spot everyone, but I come over. Well, the coins are nice, but I think in these circumstances, usually a name tag is appropriate, isn't it? And I wave over my robes, and the Medusa appears pointlessly on my chest.
Oh no, we got a Giga Nerd. Oh no, this is going to be a long fucking year.
I love this guy.
That's a neat trick you got there. You're gonna have to show me that.
Not at all, not at all. Any time.
Well, I'm Karina.
Yeah, I'm Henrik. Gonna look around.
Hi,
I'm called Eigen.
Kyle Lonick.
My name's Alistair Honeywood.
And I am Thevin. And you can call me only if you've got something alcoholic. Yeah. Oh god. Fuck. I really this fucking hell. Okay. So what now? Do we like become friends or something? Because I'm not drunk enough for this.
You know, I grew up with sailors who drank less than you seem to have.
Oof.
I take that as a compliment, lady. Now, but seriously, like, what now?
I'm gonna go look around and see if there's any sort of leader showing any sort of signs of speaking or anything around the room.
Okay. As you begin to focus and look up, you notice that the room's empty.
Isn't there like 50 people in here?
As you do so, you turn back around to face the rest of the group. And you notice now that you're in a different room. 6 doors lay ahead of all of you. As you look up into the roof itself is made of stained glass, but it spirals downward. You see the symbol of it forms the symbol of Widowbind. You see it all begin to coalesce into a center point, which you all have stepped on, the lines begin to intersect. But you see before you 6 doors, golden knobs on them.
Okay, well that's cool. Do the doors have any symbols on them?
They don't.
Is it one
How
for each of
about we all pick a different door? Let's see what's on the other side.
Heck, I'm game.
Henrik will shrug and walk over to a door.
Okay.
I'll do the same. I'll go to the door furthest to the right.
Okay.
I'll do door number 3.
Yeah, I was about to say that too. Then I go to door number 4.
Okay.
I'll take door number 2.
All right.
I'll like stay back and I'll pick the last one, whichever the one that no one else wants.
Okay. You're all at a door. Who walks through first?
I walk through without any hesitation.
Okay. So, you watch as Kai walks in, the door shuts behind him, and you watch as it begins to flake away.
I'll look around and say, have a good trip, everybody. I'll open my door and walk through.
All right.
I'll go.
Going through as well.
Yeah. You all enter. As we come to Karina first, you find yourself on the deck of your ship. At least one half of it. You see the wood and splinters floating in the water as a lot of the crew you've come to know and love dead as they float. Their bodies are bloated. As the waves kick up and the storm rages above. You see in the center a plank. You can tell from where you are now. It's a little girl on it. She's floating helplessly. The wave kicks up again as she's slightly tossed up before it settles once more. You can see another wave begin to pick up and crash around. What do you do?
Am I standing on something secure?
You are. You're standing on the other half of the deck. It doesn't seem to be moving at all, really. It seems stationary.
Is there rope?
Give me a perception check.
15.
Yep, you do see some rope.
I'm gonna grab it, tie some to the ship and some to me, and jump into the water after the girl.
Okay, you do so. You jump into the water. Begin to swim over, I'm assuming.
Yes.
All right. Begin to swim over. As you do, you feel something bump you from beneath. It's strong enough. It was hard for whatever it bumped you. And you see as the little girl begins to, her eyes like kind of flicker open. She looks up towards you. As tentacles begin to raise from beneath the water, begin to hold her aloft and pick her up. You see a large toothy maw begins to spawn from the water below. What do you do?
I'm gonna freak out. I'm gonna reach up and I'm gonna try to telekinetic push her toward me.
Okay. So, I'm going to make it move. Okay. You're able to do so. See, as you use your telekinetic push, the tentacle that held her aloft begins to slightly move. It releases her as she begins to come towards you. But do you watch it dive beneath the water before the maw raises and the tentacles splay out? It begins to rush toward you. It's not far.
It's coming at me now and not her.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell her to swim the opposite direction, and then I'm just gonna try to swim back toward the ship, but not so fast that I'm gonna be out of the water.
Okay. So, you begin to make your way back. I need here an athletics check, please.
Oh, it's my dumb stat.
Oh no.
Oh, but I rolled a 17.
Nice.
So that's 19.
Nice. So, you begin to swim back, paddling hard and fast as your breath begins to become ragged and just you used to magic. Not used to using your strength, but in this current situation, anything is better than being eaten. But you make your way back to the ship. As she begins to make her way up, you get up before her. You manage to whip around and pull her up. As you do so, you see this bright light that begins to flood from behind you. You can see a door begin to reopen the deck side of the ship.
I'm gonna untie the rope from my waist and just try to grab her hand and run for it.
Okay. You grab her. You get to run forward. As you do so, you step back into that room you were in. No hand. You're holding nothing. In your other hand, that was clenched, as you unfurl it, you see there's a signet ring. although the gem is currently black. And we will maneuver on. Alistair, you wake in your home. Back in your bed. You hear a slight commotion coming from downstairs, though.
Okay, I will grab my wand and head downstairs.
Okay. Grab your wand. Begin to make your way downstairs. As you walk down, you immediately see, kind of encroaching around the bottom of the steps, blood. Pools of it.
Blood what, sorry?
You see, kind of creeping around the stairs, slightly spilling out, blood. You hear a slight whimper. The whimper of your sister. You continue downstairs?
Yeah, I'm running down the stairs into the direction of the whimpering.
You make your way downstairs?
As I'm running, I'm like, I'm yelling out, "Is anyone here?"
You make your way downstairs. You get to the bottom as you look to the left. And you see your family. Your father and mother, your brothers, stabbed, dead. You see the sister whimpering, slash marks all over her. A man holds her, human, tightly. His knife pressed to her neck. So there was another one. How about you just put the wand down and step over here?
What did you do to my family? I'm pointing my wand at him, but my hand's shaking all over the place.
They got what they deserved. They got what they deserved.
They didn't do anything to anyone.
Yeah, okay, because of your father, my wife is dead.
What has that got to do with my father?
He closed our company. Couldn't pay for insurance anymore. She just slipped in her sleep. But that's okay. She won't be going alone. What do you do?
Okay. Okay, I don't know if this is a thing, but I hope it's a thing.
Okay.
Although, no, I can't. I want to use a spell, but I need components. Damn it. Okay, then I will.
Well, at this point in time, Alistair, what are you thinking of doing?
I'm thinking of casting immovable object on the knife, so that if he tries to swing it, it stays in the air.
You do so.
Oh, beautiful. And I'm gonna open my arms and call to my sister to run to me.
She looks back and begins to run towards you. And she falls down to her knees and wraps her arms around you. You see him struggling as he's trying to still move the knife. The floor is yours.
And then still shakedly shaking my wand. Just leave, okay? No one else has to get hurt here. I don't want to hurt you.
Give me a persuasion check.
13.
You watch as he looks over you. The blood is caked and soaked on his body and his clothes. Some of it's already begun to dry up. You see tears begin to roll down his eyes. He releases the knife and begins to walk out. The door closes. The house begins to dissipate. I need you to roll me a D100.
Is 82.
You feel that the weight from your sister is gone. And you feel this light on your back. You turn around, you see it's a doorway.
I'll take a deep breath, trying to calm my nerves, and I'll head through the doorway.
You walk through the doorway, you're back in that room when you started. A ring clasped tightly in your hand. Eigen. You begin to walk. As you walk through that door, you find yourself surrounded by mist. Familiar. You see dead trees. But it's all too familiar where you're headed. You walk forward, and the two large doors of the Brimcoffer estate stands before you. They open. And from within you hear, "Come in. I know you're there."
I'll go in.
You walk in. The Gothic style mansion is not welcoming. As you see, the doors are open, the light from the mists and the overcast sun, it just manages to peek out slightly, forms a pillar of light. Even though you can't see his face, you see his back. That of your father. Turns around. Half his face covered by shadow. Failure. Mistake. What's wrong, boy? Got your tongue?
I don't need to prove it to you by talking anymore.
Yeah, you're right. Show me this potential he saw in you. Go ahead. Right here. Give me your best shot. And you only make a candle ignite.
I don't think you want to do this.
Steps forward. Oh, I don't?
We can just have gone our separate ways.
You know, I would like
I'm
that.
not asking for your help anymore.
I would like that, but unfortunately you came from my loins and I have to look at you. The fact that you're around here and the fact you're still existing in this
Don't know
world.
how this works!
Then show me!
And as I raise my voice extremely, I wave my hands around, and I'm going to cast Chaos Bolt at him. Which I believe requires an attack roll. So that would be an 18.
That hits.
So I need my little chart. 2 and 4. Yeah, so a roiling ball of just multiple colors, but as it comes towards him, it turns into nothing but simply force itself. and he would take 8 force damage.
Man. As it surges out, it simply taps his body as you see as the viscera in his flesh pulls back. You can see what's remaining of his face, the tiny chunks of meat. Smile as he falls to his knees and turns to ash. You hear the door behind you open once more as light kisses your flesh.
What a waste. I'll go back out the door.
Step through. You join the others. Clasping your hand is a signet. And we move to Henrik. You find yourself as you're walking through the door. Suddenly you begin to float. A sea of stars. And there's a singular astral body that seems to float towards you, that you're gravitated toward. You float. Before long, you step on it. As you land, you begin to hear as you feel the entirety of this, what you thought was a rock, begin to beat. And then there's a gale of wind. Forces you to cover your eyes. As you pull back, you see Daniel. His form standing before you. His eyes, well, the sockets are eyeless. His face is sallow and gaunt. His face is down, and then with a crack of bone, it looks towards you. Give it back. You hear him slightly whisper. Give it back. Before he rushes forward towards you. His hands constrict about your throat as he's pressing on your trachea. What do?
I will try to sort of bat him off me.
How? Just simply...
Yeah, just with my arms.
Give me a strength check.
A 4.
No. Feel the airways constricting more and more as his thumbs press deeper and deeper into your throat. You feel this...
Daniel, stop.
Give it back. Give it back.
Cat, I don't know.
As he pushes you down, you see his face rip into a sadistic smirk. I'll come back this way. Finally, I can be what I was meant to be. He shows no sign of stopping.
I'd like to try to cast Arms of Hadar.
Okay. You do so. What are you looking to do? Are you simply... You looking to just get him off you, or what are you looking to do?
Yeah, basically. I just want to bat him, just get him off of me so that I can talk some sense into him.
Okay. So, the arms erupt out of you as they strike him back and he slides backwards. He looks at you. Why? Why'd you take it?
I didn't take anything, Daniel. I don't even remember what happened. No one remembers anything.
You took my life. I want it back.
I didn't want your life.
So then what do you suggest we do now? I'm stuck like this.
Well, I'm stuck with you.
Seems like you've gotten the better end of the deal. You get to have a life. You can smell. You can taste things. All I am is just an engine for you, a tool. I don't have a life.
don't know what to do, Daniel. Like, we can figure it out. Maybe we'll find the answers here.
Answers. So you just give it back. Relinquish all that power. You know, my parents liked me better. You didn't have the ability at all. Now look at you. You have it all. Why should I believe you?
Because, Daniel, when have I ever done you wrong?
Give me a persuasion check with advantage.
Yeah, 22.
You watch as Daniel kneels down. Then he sits, cupping himself, pulling his knees to his chest. You hear just a deep, sullen cry.
I'll walk over to him and sort of place my hand on his back.
You do so.
Be okay.
You do so as he leans into you before he begins to turn into ash. And you can see a door open ahead of you.
I'll get up, sort of brush myself off and walk through the door.
Walk through with everyone else, a signet ring in hand. You come to Thevin. Light pouring in as you can see a cityscape ahead of you. You see an all too familiar desk. Polished wood. And to your right, you see your mother sitting in the corner. As your father has his back to you, his hands clasped the small of his back. You just simply hear him, "You're fucking useless."
You know what? Suck my tits, Dad. I fucking...
Oh no. Oh no, he froze.
Oh no, he froze.
You know very well that I don't want to be here any more than you want me to be here. Oh no!
Okay, you're good.
Fuck!
Oh no. But as you say that,
No, this is the worst time for this to happen right now.
it really is.
Wait, okay, did it fix it? No.
No.
Fuck.
I guess we'll just go with voice for now until maybe it fixes itself. He slips over the desk. You've never seen your father move so briskly, so agile. He slips over, gets directly into your face. Gets directly into your face.
Okay. Hi. Working?
Yeah. Did you hear me?
No, sorry. You're gonna have to repeat a lot of that. I left off at suck my tits, Dad.
Okay. So, as you say that, you see him slightly tense as he turns around. And you see him slip over the desk. You've never seen your father move so agile and so fast, but he's directly in your face. You're an embarrassment. The fact that I actually have to let you live in my house, and you're supposed to be my heir. You're completely and utterly useless.
I cast Tasha's hideous laughter on him.
So,
that would be a saving throw for 13, which is not a lot, but I hope that I make it.
no, it works. You see as his face, as he kind of clenches his lips to try and keep himself from laughing. His throat tenses. You can feel the veins begin to. You can see the veins pop. His face turns red. He bursts into just a sinister laugh. Your dad hasn't laughed in forever.
While that happens, I like rest my feet on the desk, pull out my flask, take a sip, and I'm like, you see, Dad, I feel like you could chill a bit. Take the stick out of your butt and try, like, you know, making something of the day. That's what I'm doing. Or the night, rather. But the point is that you, my good sir, can suck my fucking tits.
He laughs uncontrollably. You watch as he falls to the floor, gasping for air. As you see your mom, you can hear her crying in the corner. She's wiping her eyes with a handkerchief. And she gets up and goes to walk over to you. Honey, why can't you two just get along? What happened? What did we do?
You know what? Sometimes you're just unfortunate enough to be born into one of the most fortunate families. And that is A-okay. I'm just trying to manage it all. You should probably chill too. And also, find a husband with a bigger dick. Get your life together.
Devin, are you happy with this?
Does it matter?
It matters to me. You're my son and I love you.
This is the best that I'm gonna get, so I am gonna enjoy this for whatever very little happiness this brings me. Now, if we're done with all this emotional bullshit, can we please proceed with the day?
You say that, the area begins to flake away into ash, and you hear the door open behind you.
I walk through the door.
You walk back in, walk into the other side with the other people. Inside and clasped in your hand is a ring. And we come lastly to Kai. You walk through the door in this dark tunnel before you make your way back into your room. Standing at that window, you can hear the waves crashing. You can smell the sea, but there's a storm overhead. As you look out, you blink. You see outside that the town you were born in, your hometown, is in ruins. Bodies wash up on shore. Blood soaks the sand. And then you hear a voice from deep within you. You're trash. It's a whisper. And then as you look forward, you see the body of your grandmother. See, she's soaked. What do?
She's in the water, or where's her body?
She's like half in the water, mostly in the sand. Like by the beach.
I'm gonna walk over and cast Spare the Dying on her.
Okay. As you begin to walk over, begin to place your hand and cast Spare the Dying. As you do so, stretching out your consciousness and focusing on her, her hand shoots up and grabs your wrist. And this strength is not hers. She presses it into your wrist as you can hear the bone of your wrist creaking. And she begins to stand up, her hair stringy and wet. You see, she, between her strands, the wet strands of hair, her eyes are black. You just hear her say, and just in this familiar, strange dialect, this strange language, drown the world. The voice shoots into you. It's like a force of wind or a wall of water. What do you do?
I'm gonna look right into his black eyes and just say, all these years, where have you been?
I've been close. I'm never too far away. And he points down to the book. But all these things, my dear Kai, come at a price. You see, as the body of your grandmother slightly shifts, you hear the bone breaks again. Are you willing to make this sacrifice? I can give you untold depths of power.
Sorry, can you repeat that? It cut out for a second.
So you hear the bones break, but then he says, all these things come at a price, as he's pretty much eviscerating your grandmother's body from the inside. Are you willing to pay this price? I can give you untold depths of power.
We all have to die someday. Some sooner than others, so whatever I need to do, I'm willing to sacrifice.
See the face rip with a smile. Splendid. He releases your wrist, grabs and pulls you in, as you just hear your grandmother's actual voice. I love you. And then you feel the ashes of her body begin to just fizzle away. You hear a door open behind you.
I go back to the door.
Go through. Feel your heart drop yet again. That cold sensation of pinpricks runs over your body. As you finally appear back in that same area, surrounded by the members of your conclave. In your hand, the signet ring. You all hear a voice, the same voice before. Ah, it's been about 5 hours? Well, you've all passed your sorting tests. Please, those of you who have signet rings, which you all should have, put them on and find out your house.
A test? Are you kidding me?
Something the matter, Miss Braxton?
No. What do you mean test?
Yes, this is the sorting test.
That's gonna be proud. That's the easiest test that I ever did.
Do you require water or some sort of refreshment? You seem to be out of breath.
If you have coffee and preferably spiked, that would be really neat of you, dude.
Sorry, the main area, the main house is completely dry. We do have coffee.
I'll take the coffee.
Okay, great. Snaps his fingers as you see a little table form and a little coffee and a nice little cute little intricate filigree saucer show up in a teacup of coffee.
Oh, very fucking fancy here. All right. And I take the coffee and I take out my flask and I pour it into the coffee and I start drinking.
Good. As you're all put on your signet rings, Eigen, it turns green. Brumwell. Devin, yours turns blue. Riverwood. Kai. Brumwell. Karina. Riverwood. Henrik. Foxburn. Alistair. Foxburn. So, you shall all now know your houses. Great. And you will soon be, as he does so, speak of the devil, and as you hear the doors open, you see a slew of people begin to enter in. Some younger than others. But you see, where's it? You see, walking in, other members having a particular the signet rings on. You see, they all line up. These are your teachers. As he points them out, he goes from left to right. This is Ivy Rose Thorncreek. You see, he's a halfling female, purple signet ring, standing at 3 feet tall. Her hair is light brown and straightened, but it's pulled back with a black hairband. And you see she's wearing like these round leather, lens silver frame glasses. She has a coffee brown heeled boots and a really long white dress and a black sweater and brown leather jacket. And she kind of just smiles and waves to you all. Goes to the next. And that is your abjuration in homeopathy professor. This is your conjuration in music professor. And you see, he says, Elviana Gibson. And you see she is a blue tiefling, female. She's standing about 5'7", dyed wavy blonde hair, but it has like black roots, and her eyes are just pale yellow, and her skin is nice pale purple. She has like these jagged horns that stretch back, and she wears like this really dark makeup and eyeliner and lipstick. And her tail kind of whips around, but she uses that to kind of wave hi to everybody. She's wearing like these black and gold studded bangles, choker, and a belt. She has like these leather pants and a vest with a tiny fitting black lace, little number crop top, with like midriff showing. And you see like in her hand, she has like this, beautiful electric guitar. And she waves. She goes to the next, this is your divination and antiquity professor. And you see this large, great horn white owl with black tips, black feather tips. This is Kusir Hendricks. You see like his wings is tucked behind him. You see he's wearing a leather band 3 moon watch, and he has a pocket square, and he's wearing this nice 3-piece suit for which he can get over, but it's been customized to fit his proportions. You see he just kind of nods with his head. He moves to the next. This is your enchantment and alchemy professor. This is don't laugh. His name is Mir Sparkles. You see this is a water genasi. He's wearing this shirt that says Sapphire Sparkles Tour t-shirt, and some of you may recognize it as he is either a really well look-alike, or he's absolutely the father of Sapphire Sparkles, the pop star. You see, he has a coffee cup in his hand, and his face is just deadpan. And he's just, hello. And then we go next to the evocation and artificy professor, Ilna. You see, she's a beautiful sapphire blue skinned Vidalcan. 6 feet tall, completely hairless and shaved. But she has these beautiful tattoos that are like gold, like kind of gold inlay that begins to stretch down her body. She's wearing like a 2-piece gold rimmed white robe. Her sleeves are long and flowing, and the hands are adorned with rings and knuckle rings. But her robe has like a slit that's kind of exposing her leg, but it's like she has a tattooed thigh, and like she has a around her calf is belted with she has like these sandals that are belted all the way down to her all the way up. I'm sorry, all the way up to her knees. And then she has like all these cuffs in her ear. He moves over, and you see there's an empty space. Oh, so Mr. Briggs isn't here. Well, you'll meet him eventually. He is your illusionist and linguist professor. But next is your necromancy and culinary professor. You know, death and cooking go hand in hand. My dog's going ham back there. And you see this reddish brown furred, large, like he's like a reddish brown, large rabbit. Harangon. You see he has a black tailcoat, silver ornate buttons with a black vest combo, and he has like these black pants on. And he kind of looks towards you all and simply nods. But then you hear him kind of pipe up, "I hope we have an excellent year." And he moves back and keeps his hands pressed to his back. This, and finally, is your transmutation and war mage professor. This is don't worry, Emerson. I'll introduce myself. Hey, I'm Frank Spigucci. I'm your transmutation and war mage professor. Yeah, you know, listen, don't let the outlook fool you. And you can see that he's like 5'11", but his hair is slicked back. He's slightly balding. You see that he has a suit. It's a well-pressed gray suit, gray with like a black shirt. The buttons is open, but he has like this Cuban links gold chain around his neck. Hair on his chest popping out. He's like, "Hey, listen, this year I'm gonna teach you guys a whole bunch of shit. All right, you know, magic can be used for all sorts of things. You know, let's take disintegration for instance. You know, it could be used to get rid of something, hide a body. You know, any type of things like that. You know, because it's all pretty good. And you hear, don't worry, Mr. Spizzucci, you'll have all the time in the world for to teach him about your extracurriculars." I say, whatever. And as he says that, you see as a few more people come in. It's perfect. And these are the leaders of the houses. And don't worry, you'll be meeting them soon. At that point, I think it's a good time to take a small 5-minute break while I get my dog under control.
That was a lot of names and
Yeah,
subjects.
All I remember was Frank Spigucci.
I am going to become friends with Mr. Sparkles, and I am going to fuck his dog. I just want to make it very clear now that this is Steven's ambition from now until the end of time to try and fuck Mr. Sparkle's dog to varying degrees of success.
Josh, are you happy now? You better.
Oh my god. Literally, as he was going through everyone, I was like, this fucker's leaving me till last.
I was scared.
And then I was like, oh, he's just not, which is fine. I was prepared for it, like, for Alistair's sake, not for my sake. I was gonna flip his desk. But yeah, I'm so happy. I do want to ask Hero when he comes back if I actually got into it or he just took pity on me asking so much and he was like, oh, I'll just do it. I wanted to ask you if I actually got Foxburn because of what I did or because you felt sorry for me. Okay, which was the things that he caused which?
I'll be right back.
could have tried to sneak up on that giant squid monster, but you know.
I gotta say, using immovable object like that was so
That was
satisfying.
really cool. That was really cool.
Yeah, it was so satisfying. If he had like kept coming, if my persuasion had failed and he kept coming towards me, I was gonna cast web on his feet and then cast firebomb on the web. I wouldn't have been. Yeah, I would have cast the web first, told him to stay away, and then if he was still tried to, yeah, I would have cast the web. But yeah, I like even though I've given Alistair a couple of damaging spells, he doesn't play as a fighting kind of person, which is why you just told him to go away. Please leave.
Did I get Grim? I heard everyone's and wrote everyone's down, and I heard part of mine. We have a 2-2-2 split.
Yep.
It's like the new Overwatch meta.
Okay, so
Yeah.
That was really cool how you did that.
okay, so Matt and Jodai got Grimwell. What did everyone else get?
Riverwood.
Riverwood.
Aurora and
Hey, Kara, that song ceremony was so fucking awesome.
Oh yeah, it was really fucking.
So awesome.
I really took what we said and everything, and that was how we started.
I can't wait for them to meet the rest of the group and for them to absolutely hate.
Every time the character talks about something,
I mean, I'm glad that you find it funny because I always, like, in my head, I'm trying to be like problematic, but not to the point that it's offensive, you know? and I'm really like weighing each word that I say. So I'm glad that it comes across as fine because I'm really treading a fine line here with this character. I don't know why I sell with suck my tits as catchphrase. Damn.
That is now the only saying of it.
It's a fine catchphrase.
Yeah. It's so weird because usually I don't play this kind of character. If I play like kind of an asshole character, like you see kind of Benedict, that is fully an asshole, but he's kind of an asshole. Like it's usually more of the violent variety, like the kind of just like punch the problem in the face.
Yeah, or slap a cup of tea out of someone's helping hand. What an
Yeah,
asshole.
yeah, sure, that's
Yep.
good.
I am ready.
Oh, I'm ready, baby. I've used my only spell at the Wizard Academy.
Whoa!
Oh, sorry, just
Oh,
quickly.
did you post the names?
I have some of them. Ivy Rose Storm.
I lost more and more details as it went on. One of them just says Drownford Haragon and no other details.
I also love the fact that, like, I fully expected that the illusion master could just, like, kind of pop out of nowhere at the end of all the introductions. Because, like, it makes sense, right? Like,
When
he's
everyone's
not here, but then,
when everyone's left, he just becomes like visible again. He's like, what? I was just. What about me?
I'll be back
And
in
well,
2
like,
seconds.
like an entire dragon's head goes to the door, and then it's just an illusion, and it's just like, hey guys.
The way Kira, so when I used that spell, I didn't use any components. It took a spell slot, though, right? It did.
I didn't. Now isn't that?
What about for me?
Isn't that jolly okay? Oh fuck. At 20.
Well, I'm not sure my character would realize he has that power, but anyway.
Houses.
Doesn't matter, we're in Foxburn, baby.
None of it matters. We're Medusa conflict together. That's us.
True. Yeah, exactly. Family.
Which actually is
Yeah.
not only a good idea for drawing like connections across houses, you can still follow the houses but have the story of all of them. But also it would be a good idea for an actual school. Like, don't separate people in these fucking separate houses that never work with each other. Like, you should have friends and mentors in the opposite.
Imagine putting a child with only compatible personality types. That surely won't have any lasting effects.
Oh.
It was from Grimworld. Okay, that's good. And it's also the Enchanted Professor. Fun. Okay, this is already fading to be a very good friendship that I'm gonna develop with Mr. Sparkles. And subsequently his daughter, but mainly Mr. Sparkles.
Yep.
Yes.
Oui, oui.
Wait, is Alara here?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Are you ready, kids?
And we're back. Okay, so as you sit around and you see the door opens up and you hear you see a few more people begin to walk in, all in varying ages, but they're all seem pretty close to your age. You see they all bear the signet rings as well. Here are the heads of your new households. Please. I'm not going to do any introductions for them because there's far too many, but they'll introduce themselves as you go along. So first, you see this one Water Janasi walk up. She has this ghost white hair with pink highlights and bright sapphire eyes. Her lips are full, but you see she has like darker freckles on her face, and she has like pale blue skin. You see she's wearing like this plaid navy blue and red skirt with like two like gold buttons that fasten on the left side of the hip. And like she has like this black crop halter top, and like these thigh high black fishnets and designer red bottom heels. And you see like she has like these knuckle rings and a cuff on her ear, fully pierced, and like a loop piercing on her lip on her bottom on the right side. And she walks in. So, who's Foxburn here?
I'm like giddily raising my hand.
Henrik will sort of just like slowly raise his hand.
Come on, don't be shy. I don't bite.
I'll walk like straight on over.
She walks up to you.
Yeah.
She walks up to you both. Her hands behind her back. She holds her hand up. I'm Sapphire Sparkles. Hello.
I grab her hand with both hands and shake. My name's Alistair Honeywood.
Hello, Honeywood. Oh, I've seen your name before, actually. Your parents were Fox Friends, weren't they?
Yep.
Aren't you the lucky one? She turns to the right and kind of waves to her dad. Dad's like, because he drinks his coffee. And you are? Pointing to Henrik.
Oh, Henrik Sidine. And I'll like sort of reach my hand out lazily.
Welcome. Well, I am your luminary. That means I am the owner of the Foxburn House. I run it. I am the single most important member in that house. That's all. Point blank period. And as she's talking, you see she kind of still pulls the attention in the room from either other people from the other houses. And you see that you also have 8 other students behind you. All varying in different races as they're listening. One is over there taking notes, got his glasses up, taking notes as she's talking. This, as he steps up, this is the Chevalier of the house, Aiden Vilperia. And you see this it's pretty much a werefox. He has like complete white fur. The top of his ears are tipped in black, but he has like this weird spiral with a diamond tattoo in the middle of his forehead. You see he has the actual Widowbind jacket on, but beneath it, you see like the slurs are rolled up. He's wearing just normal slacks and a burgundy V-neck. And this is Aiden Vilperia. This is a Chevalier. And this, you see a black dragonborn show up. Irish Isgirl. She is the librarian for our house. If you need any information, want to look over some of the tomes, you know, you guys are first year, so you can't really see everything. She'll help you. But let's continue to move. We're walking. Let's go. She begins to usher you guys on as she waves to her father, waves to Emerson, and begins to take you out of the hall. You then see as this odd-looking, I don't want to say odd-looking, he looks like a half-orc, but his ears are really pointing. His face is very angular. His body's athletic. And you notice to be what's called an Oridin, which is a half-elf, half-orc, an orc. And he steps up. All right, who's in Riverwood?
I will walk over.
I'm gonna waddle over.
Hey, what's wrong with you, bro? You all right?
This is way too much fucking energy for me right now.
What do you mean?
The whole breath thing. What? Yeah, I'm in river. Yeah.
All right.
So, what's the fucking deal? What is Riverwood? What do we do here?
Well, Riverwood is mostly where all diviners and things are, but listen, all right? Hey, you could be anything you want in Riverwood, but we're mostly just chill. You take it easy. We're right next to the water too, so you know if you want to crack open a cold one, got some of those by the way. You hang out by the
Won't
lake.
have much left.
Oh,
That I can get behind.
yeah, I'm sorry. I really should go ahead and introduce myself. I'm Borgal Lightcloud. You are? Both of you?
Karina.
Karina. I remember that.
I'm Thevin.
All right, Thevin. This here's our Chevalier. This is Lizrael Braunforce. You see a female dwarf walk over. Her hair is like really free, but it's like rusty brown. She has like silver frame glasses and freckles. And then you see this is Vasira Layshadow. You see a halfling, but she is goth the fuck out. Hair is completely black, but her eyes like this piercing gold. She has a spike choker, spike bangles, and anklets. She has like this black and pink, slightly like accented Lolita skirt, but she has like a strapless crop top. And then but she's wearing it underneath her Widowbind jacket, and like she's like pierced to the nines. She says nothing to any of you. She simply, as he finishes the introductions, she turns around and begins to head out. He's like, "Oh, well, I guess that's our cue to go and head on out. Come on." And he walks behind you, Thevin and Karina, and just like pats you on the back as the rest of the students begin to follow you. "Let's go." And takes you out. And then we finally come to, you see as this caramel skinned, hair's stringy, this curly black, and like I think these beautiful like sheen like glistening locks fall around his face, but he has like this nice beard mustache combo, very well kept. You see though, he's not wearing the jacket. He has like an athletic build, and his eyes are like this orangey coal, like burning coals. You see his left his cartilage on his left ear is pierced with a diamond stud, and he wears like the signet ring. But you see he's wearing like this satin burgundy shirt and this like Cuban link necklace and bracelet combo with another ring on his other finger. And he walks up. "So, who here is Pato Grimwell?"
I'll immediately move forward.
"Okay.
Pleasure to meet you."
"Hello, I only count 9. There should be one more. Hello?"
Yes, a pleasure to meet you. I look forward to your training.
You're quite interesting. A bit old, aren't you?
Just a bit. I come from a distant place, and things are a little bit different. I have quite a bit of experience with the secrets of foreign lands.
No skin off my back. I am Ignis Avila. I am the luminary for the Grimwell House. And those of you, he looks toward Kai first. "I can see you have much ambition." Looks toward Aiken. "You too. Good, we get along. If you want the power, go to Grimwell."
Quite so.
"This here is Alaric Redwillow, the Chevalier." You see this other man says, well, his side of his head is shaven, but his hair is combed back. He's wearing the Widowbind pin, but his suit is completely pressed and beautiful. He looks like he's going to the office. Doesn't look like he's coming here to train or study at all. He's wearing these black monk strap shoes with a just perfectly shine. And you see that on his tie, the vest is he has the vest open as he's fixing his shirt a little bit in his tie. It has like an Eldrith knot, and you see he has like the Grimwell tie bar. "I appreciate," and you see he looks right toward Ignis with this scowl. "I don't need you to introduce me. I can handle it myself." Just pure seething hate coming from this man's mouth. But he walks forward, simply looks over all of you, and then turns around. And here's our librarian. You see a Yuanti. Her hair is these bright yellow serpentine eyes, black eyeliner, lipstick. She's dressed in a very grunge-ish style. Like long flannel, like stockings and like leather jeans and a band tee that says The Outer Planes on it. And she's like, "This is Amelina," and she's like, "Hey, don't call me that. My name is Raisa." "Sorry, Raisa. But we have no more time to stand here." And they all begin to lead you out as they take you across the large campus field of Widowbind. You see it's surrounded by mountains and all sorts. As they take you to the individual houses, Riverwood itself is, like as he said, it has a deck has a deck and nice little port, and it's built right in front of in a little cove of a mountain, and you can see the waterfall is falling into the lake. And you're brought into the house. Inside the house is messy, so to speak. It's a frat house, more than anything else. You see all sorts of weights and some beer cans over the place. You see there's some clothes left out in some other areas, but the place itself is pretty sprawling though. As you can walk in between different areas, you can see there's a whole bunch of training sections and all sorts. And you know, Borgal takes you to your dorms, and you can find your areas. As you guys have to share, you know, some rooms with a certain amount of people. It is 3 per room, I believe. No, 2 per room. Sorry, 2 per room, 5 rooms. The Grimwell, as you begin taking the Grimwell, you're walked on the further side of the campus into the forest. As you're going through the forest, it's all dark, but eventually you make it to this area. You see this large tower. It seems to spiral upwards. But you see outside of the tower itself is completely filled with all sorts of training dummies and broken trees. And you can see that's been done by practice, study. You can easily see the scarring of old spells cast here. But she brings you into the area, and here it's aesthetically what you're used to, Eigen. It's like a really gothic kind of style, very dark. But you're brought to your dormitory. You're able to each dormitory itself is able to outlook into the forest. And you can just see some of the tree line from where because the dormitory is a little bit higher up, and the luminary chevalier and the librarian's offices are higher in the tower itself. And then we come to the Foxburn house. This looks like a large Victorian style mansion. On the outside though, there is some flora and fauna that's not, you haven't seen anywhere else. These pink cherry blossom trees are planted here. You can see that there's a hedge fence that surrounds the entirety of it, and in the middle is a fountain. In the middle of the fountain itself, it has like this marble fox. And they take you into the area, and the foyer itself is gargantuan. Foxburn knows how to live. And for the dorms, you actually don't share dorms at Foxburn. It's large. But as you all are settling in, you guys are all called back down one by one. Return to the main house, where you see this little small gnome shows up. As he walks up, and you all are finally, you've gotten your houses, you've gotten your signet rings, you've gotten your Widowbind jacket. He walks up to all of you and says, "Well, it seems that everyone is ready for their first jaunt into town. We will take you into town to Warlington at the bottom of the mountain, so you can get your familiar tattoos, if you so want them. Some people like the familiar, some others don't. It truly is up to you. So, if we're all ready, we can step this way. This way, you'll be ready for class tomorrow. So, please." He begins to step forward. As he does so, you see this door begins to open up, just purple energy begins to crackle. You should step through. And you find yourselves in Warlington. A cobbled streets covered in snow and ice. But people are nicely bundled and still running around, still moving around, doing their daily work. And as you're in Warlington, you see as he brings you to a place, as you see this large sign that says Xander's Circle. And you see a multitude of different signs here. You see the Wolf's Elixir, which is a pub and ale house. You see the Maester's Arms, which is weapons and armor. You see Binfo's scrolls and tomes, which is usually magical scrolls and books. And then you find something that says the old ways, which, he walks up and says, this here is your components and other things. Also, this is where you'll get your tattoos. You have, and you watch as he raises his wrist and looks at his watch. You have 2 hours to spend. Please. Within 2 hours, please be standing in this exact spot. Or you will be left, and you'll have to climb back up the mountain yourself. And let me tell you, it's no easy task. You watch as he disappears. As you're left in Warlington, by yourselves.
Henrik will immediately pull out a cigarette and light it up.
Devin is gonna snatch the cigarette out of Henrik's mouth and start smoking it himself.
Sort of give him like a side eye, like, what the fuck is this guy's problem? But then I'll just sort of shake my head and pull out another smoke.
What a dick.
Rachel's already gone into the components shop. She's just left.
Yeah, I would have head straight into the component shop as well.
There was like a potion shop, right? Or did I miss something?
No, there's the Wolf's Elixir, and that's the pub and ale house.
The pub and ale house. Well, you know that's where I'm going, so.
Okay.
Going in, smoke first.
So, as you walk in, into the component shop, you see this really elderly elven fellow. He looks like he was alive when paper was made. But you see that he has this large robe on, slightly dusty. The entire shop itself is dusty. You can see old rickety shelving with flasks kind of turned over with all these mysterious liquids in it. But it's pretty closed. Just some of the windows are slightly are fogged up. They've never been cleaned, slightly dusty, but it's a little bit of light tries to pour in, but to no avail. As you walk in, hello. Can I help you?
Hi, I need to buy some components for school.
Do you know exactly what you need, or are you looking for blanket components?
I know what I need, sir.
Please. Hand me the list or tell me what they are.
So I need a firefly, I need a spider web, and I need gold dust in the amount of 25 gold pieces 5 times.
Okay. He begins to slightly maneuver around, and you, young lady, what do you need?
I will hand over a list of components.
Takes the list, looks them over. Judging by your rings, you are from Widowbind. I see you came with more companions. As he struggles to look outside the door. Which I'll ask, Kai, Henrik, and Agan, what are you doing?
Where did you say we go to get the tattoo of our?
The old ways.
Pet? All right, that's where I would have gone.
Okay, that's what Corina and Alistair are.
Yes, I'm going there as well and doing my best to nonchalantly figure out, but nervous, like, is this 100% like the tattoo does the work here? Like, you don't have to be able to find familiar yourself. Like, I'm like, can I get this free boost, or am I not eligible?
We shall see.
Henrik is very slowly making his way over, and as soon as he finishes the smoke, he'll step into the shop with his hands in his pockets.
Okay. So it seems that you did have more. Are you all? Is this your conclave?
Most of us.
Well, if you want to purchase your components, do you all have your lists of what you need? I take that as a no.
That is
Henrik
correct.
will sort of turn out his pockets, and there's like nothing in them.
Okay.
Also, I wanted to ask about the tattoos.
Yes, the familiar tattoos. What do you want to know? Just about it in general.
Well, how much are they? How do they work?
The familiar tattoos are free. The school pays for them. However, excuse me. However, they work by simply you entering into a pact with the familiar. You will. It's more of a pact with yourself. You can choose the form of this manifestation. And just be careful, not every form can be made. I've seen someone try to make a dragon. Is to say, he's not around anymore. But that is how they work, young lady. Who will be receiving the tattoo?
I will absolutely be after one of these. Tattoos are quite common in my part of the world. It's going to be a delight.
Perfect. Am I to rightfully assume that all of you will be receiving said tattoos?
Indeed.
Yeah, sure. Tattoos are cool.
You see, he takes his time. He goes ahead and you see he shuffles around and gets the rest of the components and grabs a satchel for everybody. For the components, that'll be 50 gold per person. Now, and he gestures to to the side of the shop, and you see there's like a small little corridor that goes around. Now, for your tattoos, please enter into that room beyond the corridor. Just roll
Right through.
Yep, you all walk through, step in. There's chairs here. You guys all take the time to sit down. You see as he kind of shuffles in quite slowly, but he has this dust of all different sorts of colors. As he takes his wand out of his cloak, begins to wave it around as the dust begins to maneuver and swirl, sparkling and twinkling. And leave a nice little dim light. As he does so, he shifts it and begins to press the tip of the wand to each of your bodies. You guys can choose exactly where you want the tattoo to be and what shape and everything.
I'm gonna get it on my upper arm on the left side.
Okay. It's the shape of what?
It's just like a band that goes
Okay.
around the whole arm.
Nice. Henrik?
I think Henrik would have his tattoo. Probably just like pull his shirt aside and get it like somewhere on his like chest.
Mm-hmm. Nice. Alistair?
Yeah, I'm just thinking about this. So his tattoo's gonna be on his thigh, and it's gonna be of a playing card,
Mm-hmm.
and it's the Ace of Diamonds.
Nice. Kai?
So I already have one tattoo on like my upper chest on to the left, which is my mark of the storm, and then next to it on the right is just I'm gonna get like a crashing wave.
Nice. Okay.
Forearm sleeves on both sides, geometric, but with a little bit of sort of a swirly, kind of smoky incense look to it.
Nice. So you get your tattoos and Seems our business is concluded. If you take the time to focus, you'll be able to summon your familiars. Shape they are. Only bound by your imagination. Just don't get too creative, or they'll be scraping you off the sidewalk. Is that agreeable?
For now.
I'm
Yes,
most
sir.
grateful.
Great.
Good.
It's time for my tea. And turns and shuffles into another door he entered into. And you guys can leave the shop. Meanwhile, we come to Thevin, who's made his way into the Wolf's the Wolf's Elixir pub. Inside, you see that just people having a grand old time, jaunting and singing happily as they drop. So as you know, some of them, there's the smell of ale and smoke and cigarette smoke, all sorts. And you see the large bar behind it. What do you do?
Okay, so I walk up to the bar, I throw my cigarette into somebody else's glass, and I tell the bartender, which I am not even fully looking at, what do you have here that can kind of just do it today and maybe tomorrow for me, because this day has been a lot.
Let me get this straight. You trying to do a take home? You trying to take home some alcohol? Is that what you're trying to do?
I mean, if you allow that, I already have a flask ready.
Okay. Yeah, we only have, we have a little bit of scotch. You want some scotch?
That's all you have.
All right.
Yeah, sure.
She pulls
Good,
out.
nothing.
She pulls out a crystal decanter, begins to pour a cup, and then kind of slides the bottle over to you. I guess you can. It'll just be extra. You can put it in your flask.
Thank you. It is. I'm already pouring. Thank you. Really appreciate it. I can't believe that you even hold whiskey in this nerdy place where you don't serve anything that might kill an elephant. But yeah, thank you. How much would that cost?
That'd be 10 gold.
Cool. I actually don't know how much I have on my person.
Everyone started with 200.
Oh, 200. Yeah, then I give her the 10 gold.
Okay. As you do so, you hand it to her. She slides it off and just, thank you. As you hear the door swing open, quite wildly. You see as this man comes in, his face is bloody, and you see he's like bruised and beaten. I need help. Please, anyone.
What is wrong, my good man?
He turns around. There's a problem. You see he's like trying to force himself to speak, as just a little bit of trickle of blood is kind of out of his mouth. Governor, he's awake, and I was on my way here to deliver some goods, and he attacked me. He attacked my entire troop.
Who?
And he says that he points to the this board, and you see that it's a giant.
Oh.
So do
Where?
we call the authorities, or do we
Is he?
ignore him? Because I'm really into the idea of ignoring, to be completely frank with y'all.
We should tell a teacher. They'll know how to handle this.
How? We don't even know.
Are you guys kidding?
How did we even get here?
This is our first true test to show that we belong.
As Kai says that,
I didn't come to school for tests.
Well, then you came to the wrong school. I'm with Guy.
As Kai says that, you hear, "Very astute, my boy." You see, you turn around, Emerson Widowbind is standing behind you. "This is indeed your first test. You are to..." Yes, Miss Karina?
You're pitting students against giants on their first day?
Did you think we were gonna sit around playing patty cake? What else did you come here for?
To get drunk?
I came here to learn, not to be attacked constantly. We've been here
And
one
to get
day.
Drunk?
No, not for that. I didn't come here for that.
Well, you should. The whiskey is mediocre, but it is here.
I'm with Karina. Isn't this a little out of our league?
No, please, you'll be fine. Have some faith in yourselves. I do. Or you could be, you could die, but I think you'll be fine. Although there is a time limit to this, and if you fail, you'll be expelled.
What exactly do you...
So you're saying that I can get expelled during this test?
Yes, you can.
Okay, guys, we're going. Let's fucking go. Get your asses moving. Come on.
What exactly do we need to do?
Ah, good. So, now, in Governor's Lair, which is up the Shivering Mountain, in his, how do we say, his wares, his loot, there is a particular diamond worth, I think we're clocking it now at 30,000 gold pieces. Bring the diamond back. We don't need it for the money, but we do need it as a powerful component.
And you're sending students instead of teachers because...
Well, we invited you here because you'll have limitless potential. If you can't handle this simple trifle, then you don't belong here, unfortunately.
Sir, do you know how much the diamond weighs?
No.
Okay.
I'm sorry to disappoint you.
I can tell you that real experience is the best teacher, my friends.
He's
And
not
I'm
wrong.
not worried about the weight of any diamond.
Sounds like we don't really have a choice, so... Let's go.
Looks like Grimwell's the only house here that has a future.
Ooh.
What?
Who needs a future? The future sucks. Die young at 150 and call it a day. Come on, let's go.
I cast Mage Armor.
Nice.
I will also cast Mage Armor.
Perfect. And he looks towards you all. Okay. Now, let's bring you to the testing area, shall we? Or, should I let you walk? Would you rather walk?
I pull out the
No,
walking
man.
stick
Oh,
that I
man,
have.
come on.
and either way,
Okay. Perfect. I think I'll do you a solid. I'll drop you near the area. And he snaps his fingers as you watch the world slightly turn and begin to form all this. You just see it kind of like disappears in wisps as you feel a cold breeze as you're near the peak of the mountain. And your feet kind of sinks into the snow around the blackened rock. And you are in front of this large cave entrance. You just hear this low bellow kind of just echo outwards. And you see as Emerson looks, his hands in front of him. Oh, here you are. I guess I was a little bit nicer than I wanted to be. Oh well. Good luck, students. Medusa Conclave. I hope you're all the best.
Suck my tits, old man.
No.
Okay, if we're gonna get through this test, we need to think logically. If the diamond weighs less than 5 pounds, I can levitate it towards us. If we sneak in.
We can
Didn't you say
get
something
close
about a
to
giant-
it. I can move something that's up to 10 pounds.
Don't we need to be able to see the diamond first?
Yeah, has anyone seen how much is the diamond worth?
30,000.
A 30,000 gold diamond.
In a book.
Well, how big is it?
Okay, Tevin is just
How
going
big
in
is the
trying
book
to scope
page?
for
I
the
don't-
diamond. It's not like going deep inside. It was like trying to go past the entrance to see if we can see where the diamond is.
I don't mean to be rude, but are you really sure you should be the person to go in?
I do mean to be rude, and fuck yeah, because you're just standing outside talking about a diamond you can't even see.
Be
Somebody
quiet!
needs to see it. Be quiet. I'm
Isn't there a
just
giant in there?
just going past the entrance. I'm not fully going in yet, but I'm trying to just get a general look if I can see the diamond from the entrance.
Okay. You step in, and you're greeted by a long ice corridor.
Well, are you coming, guys, or not? Because this is there's quite a way down there, and
I'll follow.
I will
Yeah,
cast.
step up
I
with
walk
him.
in.
I'll cast dancing lights and keep them just behind the party.
Okay.
It's far enough to try to make sure that we can hear something before the light is seen.
Okay.
Just try to be quiet.
So,
stay to be good, fucking nerd.
so I might assume everyone is entering in stealthily.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Please give me
Yes.
stealth checks.
But before we
I
do,
can-
as Thevin bullies me, I'm gonna cast prestidigitation in front of him to make a bad smell appear.
Joke's
I'm
on you. Kevin does not know what a deodorant is.
I'm gonna cast guidance on
Anyway,
myself. Before.
I got a
Okay.
12 on my stealth.
Okay. Again.
Surprising 19.
Nice.
Fuck.
It's 16 for Henrik.
Okay.
17, Karina.
Okay.
I got a 9.
Okay.
I got an 8.
Okay. And Devin, what was yours?
12.
Oh. Okay. So you all hunch down and begin to enter in to the ice cavern. Ever so often, you feel a rumble inside. Not enough to shake any not enough to shake any loose sort of icicles or debris. It's a slow rhythmic rumble. You can feel the crunch of snow beneath your heels as you walk inwards, slowly and slower. And stalagmites and stalactites above you, as you just hear little drips of, just some pieces breaking off ever so often. But you find yourself at the first hurdle, a tall wall, but above it you can see a little bit of a landing right at the top.
How high is it?
Eyeballing it, it's looking about 60 feet.
That's a tall wall.
It is.
Anybody here fucking flies or something?
How tall is it?
60
I look
feet.
at Devin and I'm like, can you fly?
Do I look like I can fly? I can barely get myself out of bed.
I'm gonna look around, see if there's any way to get up.
Give me an investigation check.
So 14.
14. I'm sure looking around, you can see that the wall itself is, although it's like made of ice, it's not completely a smooth surface. There are jagged areas and looks like there's place for handholds and footholds. You see rocks and some boulders around. Perhaps they can use as ways to step up.
Well, 7, you wanna try this out?
Why the fuck am I volunteered to do this? I haven't done anything
Well, you offered to come in
athletic in
first.
years.
I think you can make it.
You think you can make it? Well, you do it, fucker. I'm not doing that.
Good grief, I'll do it.
There we go. Here, let the pirate girl do it.
Aye, aye.
Okay. You're gonna try for just a simple climb?
So it would seem.
Okay. You can give me a strength check or athletics. Either one's your choice.
13.
14. More than enough. Begin to make you climb up. As you do, you see on the corner of your eye a small little silver medallion lodged in what looks to be a part of the wall. It seems to be slightly outwards. You take a little closer look and you see that the silver medallion itself has a tiny little hole in the center of it.
Does it look like our school medallion?
It's hard to tell from this distance.
So it's not within reaching distance.
No. But from where you were, you couldn't see it until you began to climb up and you saw like you cleared some of the stalagmite and you were able to see it.
Does it look like some sort of trap? Like a needle shooter?
No, it doesn't.
Yeah. I will just keep going.
Okay, give me that strength or athletics check.
Not so bad, guys. You can do it. That's a 9.
That's a 9. You begin to reach up for the next one. Your hand slips and you pull some of the ice down as it hits the floor, the bottom. You feel a rumble in the cavern again. It then settles.
Deep breath. Okay.
I'd like to help Karina.
Okay, how would you help her in this situation?
So I'm gonna sort of call out like hand and footholds for her, but I'll do it using my telepathic speech.
Nice. Okay. Okay, then give me those checks again with advantage.
Oh, that's a nat 2022.
Hey, with that you get to the top. You hoist yourself up, climb over, and immediately you see that there's another ice cavern that continues, ice corridor, but it seems to at the end of it stretch out into a wide cavernous area. But from there, it's kind of hard to see as it kind of slightly ascends upwards. But you're at the top.
I'm gonna move my dancing lights so that they illuminate the path that I took and give a thumbs up.
Okay, nice. Everyone, if you want to, you can give me these checks with advantage.
Absolutely.
It's strength or
Strength or athletics, either one is fine.
Guessing guidance to myself first.
Mhm.
strength or athletics. Same thing for me. So
25.
Nice,
15.
nice.
Oh
So
no, I rolled
well.
a natural 1, which gave me a 0.
Oh, with advantage?
Oh shit, you're right.
I got 12.
Okay,
12 as well.
I got 9.
9. Okay. So, Henrik, Alistair, Kai make it to the first level where you're able to see that silver medallion with the hole in the center. But for Egan and Thevin, you guys make it to the second level there, higher than them. You're at one more. You can make another advantage strength check if you want to make that last leg of the journey.
All of us?
If you want to keep
20,
moving.
baby.
Nice. You make it to the top.
Can I have a closer look at the
Oh, bro.
medallion?
Sure. Give me a perception check.
18.
So
18. Okay. What's up, Egan?
I was just gonna say, if I see Kai struggling, because I've sort of I like the cut of his jib so far. I'd be interested in trying to haul him up with my strength in some way if I can.
Okay. What was your last check?
My first one was a 25, but I didn't roll the second one yet because I wasn't sure if I was going up before I got him.
Okay.
But it's so check now if you like.
Give me your. So what we'll do here is just give me the strength check. And this will be for you not to move up, but for you to grab him up to your level.
Sure. Strength or athletics?
Either one is fine.
Okay. Are these still at advantage?
For this, no.
Okay, let me just roll again.
I'm gonna cast guidance on you
Great.
first, so you can help.
Oh, well. I think it's touch, and I don't think I can. Well, I guess if I come back down to you. Not that it did much good. That's a big 12.
Okay. I mean, Kai's not that heavy, I don't think. And so you're able to bring him up to your level. For your 18, as you're looking in that small little hole, you can see just like as the snow kind of passes by, like the light, maybe the way the light hits it or something, you can see looks like a little small mechanism in the inside of it. It seems to go deeper beyond that little surface medallion area.
Is there anything around that I could stick into it? Am I close enough to be able to stick something in it?
No, but what you can do possibly is to maybe pull a chunk off the wall.
Let's try it.
Right. Do so. Give me a attack roll using your dex.
Dex. That'll be 15.
So, kind of pull back slightly and just pull back slightly, and you kind of tense yourself as you lean back to get a proper aim. You just hear Daniel pop up a little higher. You aim it up and throw it in. With enough force, it slides in, and you hit a mechanism kind of unlocking. As it does, you see as below you, as the wall begins to turn into stairs. As you're all picked up. Then you're able to make your way to the
drop
top.
down.
Yeah.
And make my way to the top. Yeah.
Hey, make your way to the top. To get there, you stand in front of this cavern. That rumbling sound picks up again, but then it falls away. You see at the
Giant
end
has magical stairs in his cave.
For little people.
You see at the end of that new ice hallway cavern, a flight of steps leads upwards.
I'm gonna go up the steps.
All right.
I'm with him.
I'll follow.
Yeah.
Make your
I'll
way
wait for
up.
him to go up. Come with the beer.
You make your way up. You can see that the ice is lighter here. You understand why as you seem like as you begin to ascend the staircase, you're simply looking at the sky above you. And then you find out what that rumbling sound is. As you get up, in the center of this area is a large giant, armored up at the sides of his face, these horns that are angled and curled downwards. He's covered in furs, and next to him, he lays in this large bed made of ice and this stitched together furs that are over his body, and a plumpy pillow made out of like owl bear fur and things of that nature. But you see next to him, next to his bed, is a large sword stabbed into the ice, and a large chain at the foot of the bed. And right behind him, beyond him, on a pedestal, is this large, intricately wooden inlaid box. Sits on the top of the pedestal. But you see, the giant is currently sleeping. What do you do?
Anybody have a way to move his weapon away from him?
That thing looks pretty heavy.
Well, Alistair, I think this is the box there with the fucking diamond and shit, so you had several ideas about just like floating in over to us and making it quiet and quick, so how about we do that maybe?
How far away from us is the box?
The box is about 80 feet.
What about the giant?
Oh, the giant is 30 feet. He's not that far from me.
I can handle the quiet part, I think.
I suppose if some of you want to try this, when something more direct becomes necessary, you can handle that.
I'm gonna go direct. I'd rather he didn't have a weapon.
I'd rather we didn't fight.
There's 6 of us. One of them. Think we can take him.
Yeah, except he's a giant.
Yeah, I think it's one
You're
of them. I
gigantic,
think it's
we'll
one of
see.
him counts for like 10 of us.
Outnumbering somebody is no reason to lose your head.
I think I watched that video.
What's a
That
video?
being said, I'll show you later if you want. I have it saved. Anyway, Alistair, can you or can you not float the fucking box to us?
I'd have to get closer, and it would have to not weigh any more than 10 pounds. But
Oh, it weighs more than that.
Does it
God
weigh
just
less
told
than
me that
20?
it weighs more, so never mind. I cannot.
Does it weigh less than 20 pounds? Try and find out.
Okay, well, if we're gonna do
happen-
this, if we're gonna do this, let you know if we're gonna do this.
None of you happen to be particularly good at sneaking, because I always try to sneak into the liquor cabinet and I always get caught. Not that it stops me because I take the liquor anyway. Point is,
You might be sneakier if you waited longer in between trips to the liquor cabinet.
I do not take criticisms from a nerd. Sorry, that is not happening right. So, if none of us are particularly sneaky, let me just ask nicely.
So back to plan A and attack the dude.
As
Or
you,
we could just ask nicely.
as you stand around, you notice that in between what you saw, that there was a light fog that was beginning to build. The fog then begins to slightly thin out a bit more. As you can see now, much more clearly, near his bed, there's mounds of bodies. You can see in this area, in this cavernous area, right next to that pedestal, the chest is sitting atop, is two large statues of angelic warriors, and then to the far left is a mound of bones.
So all the fog is away. We can see clearly now.
Yep.
Maybe they just didn't ask nicely enough.
Or maybe they didn't have what it takes, like some of you are portraying right now.
Shouldn't just
Again,
walk into a problem and just attack it.
Let me ask you a question. We all walked through a door. When you walked through your door, what did you see? Talking to you, Alistair.
I saw my family. They were dead, apart from one of my sisters. She was being held at knife point.
All right, and obviously, that was a test for the school. Now, what if that situation actually happens? You will not be prepared, and that you will not be able to save your family. This right here will help you become prepared.
Well, I would be prepared because I'd already been through it, so I'd just do what I did then.
How did
You
you
were through nothing.
how did you save your family?
Well, I altered the gravity of the knife so that the killer couldn't move it. And my sister ran to me, and then I convinced the guy to just leave without anyone else having to get hurt.
listen. Alistair may be a bit of a fucking nerd and possibly a cuckold, but I am not too keen on fighting a giant today either.
Did you say you altered gravity on the weapon?
Yeah, it's kind of my speciality.
Can you do it on that weapon?
I have to get close to it.
Well, let's get close to it then.
How
Okay.
wide is the room we're in? Like, how much space is around the giant?
Oh, there's a good amount of space.
But if the to get clinical, if the object weighs more than 10 pounds, the spell will work.
Oh.
So yeah, I don't know if a giant sword is gonna be more
Well,
than 10 pounds.
A regular sword is like what?
Yeah, it depends on the sword. Give me up to shit. Sword could be up to 5 pounds more than that. But the area is pretty wide though. It's a pretty big area.
Okay, so Henrik is going to try to do something here.
Okay.
I'm gonna cast Deafness on the giant.
Okay. So in this situation, I would say it'll work mainly because he's sleeping.
Yeah, that's what I was hoping.
So you cast a field of deafness around him. He doesn't seem to stir. Still sleeping. His breath's slightly ragged, but
I'll turn to everyone and say, we have to move now.
You do.
Yeah, go ahead. Move, guys. Come on.
okay. So you cast
Go
deafness.
get it done.
What are you doing? So you who's going to the area? Who's going to the pedestal?
I'm gonna
Well.
try to move past him to the box, stepping
I'm
lightly.
gonna also move in.
Yeah, I'm heading up.
Okay, anyone who's moving lightly, give me stealth checks.
Ooh, 18.
Okay.
Ooh, 7.
Oh, okay.
Also 7.
Okay.
Would the deafness not give them some sort of advantage, especially on this particular stealth attack?
Deafness would give them advantage, but I'm trying something a little different here.
Okay.
This time I wanna I'm knocking points off of the DC.
I see. Okay.
No, of the DC, but I want to see something. No,
I got a 12.
you got a 12, and you're moving toward the pedestal as well.
Yeah, I want to. I don't want to get to the like the diamond or like everyone else deal with that. I just want to get like 60 foot close so I can, like, if something happens,
Okay,
I'm ready to help.
I'm staying back.
Staying back. Okay, so this is what happens. And Devin, what are you doing? Are you moving forward toward the pedestal? Or are you staying back with Kai?
I'm not getting close to the fucking giant.
Okay. So this is what happens.
I want to also telepathically message Alistair and say, "Go for the sword."
Okay.
I'll try.
But when you hear it, it's like the voice of a little kid.
That's oddly disconcerting. I'll try. So yeah, that's the direction I'll go.
Okay, so, second. Actually, it's probably better if you guys. So let's take it to the map.
Map time.
Hopefully
I
everything.
love maps.
How long does it take to cast a spell as a ritual?
Takes like 10 minutes.
10 minutes,
10 minutes
plus the
could be
regular
more.
casting
It's
time.
On top of the
Yeah.
actual thing, yeah.
Like, I think Find Familiar could take up to an hour.
Yeah, something like that.
It's an hour and 10, I think, because its regular casting time is an hour.
Yes.
Correct.
Okay, so as you can see, oh, you can't really see, but you see where the box is currently. This is where you all are at the moment. And so what happens here, as you're moving quietly, you kind of focus a bit more on Gosnir than the bodies in front of you. You trip and fall into a pile of corpses. You see some of the bones hung out, but it's mostly frozen over. Same with you, Henrik. Henrik, you move forward and your leg gets kind of wrapped in the chains as you're stuck there. But your deafness doesn't awaken it. But you're kind of you're again prone, and Henrik, you're currently stuck. So, but Karina, you're not too far off from the box itself. It's within eye shot. I've placed you next to this boulder here, and Alistair, you are just right here at the bottom, right from her. And what is everybody doing?
I heard all that rattling going on to the side of me. I'm gonna stop and oh no, wait, who's next to me? Henrik?
Yeah, Henrik is next to you.
Okay. No, I'm just gonna move on closer.
Stealth check, please.
Mm-hmm. 10.
Okay. Unfortunately, there's a crack in the ice. You slip and fall. You slip. It's not too deep, but your leg does slip into the ice. Take a little bit of damage here.
Help me, I'm a wizard.
I know. 3 points of piercing. 3 points of piercing damage. Not too bad. And currently you're considered prone. You're gonna have to dig yourself out. Is anyone doing anything else?
I'm gonna ready a spell, and the second this dude wakes up, because he's gonna wake up, and the second he wakes up, and actually looks like he's about to become aggressive, I'm gonna ready it for that.
Okay, you're reading a spell.
I'm readying an attack.
Okay.
I'm gonna. Each square is 5 foot.
Yeah.
Okay. Wait, how much movement speed do I have?
Chef,
Okay.
30, I think.
Yeah. Okay. I wanna move up towards the boulder so that I'm standing behind it. Like one more. Yeah, there.
Okay, and you just want to hold that position there?
Yeah, I just want to wait to see what happens so that I've got cover in
Okay.
case shit goes down.
Okay, so at this point in time, I am going to call for some initiative rolls.
Oh.
Give me 1 second. It's not cute. Alright. Okay, you can give me your initiative starting with Alistair.
19.
David? Oh, Devin? Sorry.
10.
10. Karina?
21.
21. Oof. Megan?
7.
7. Kai?
11.
11. Emmerich?
Lucky 13.
Hey. Hey. All right. Karina, you're up.
I'm to attempt to free myself.
Okay. It's only gonna it's not hard. It just takes half your movement here.
And I'm guessing I have to use my other half to stand up.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I will action dash toward the box quietly again.
At the box. But you can't interact anymore. That's gonna be your action. But you're currently at the
Yeah.
box. Alistair, you're up.
Okay, I'll move 1 up and 1 to the left and hold my position there for now.
Okay. Henrik. You're currently wrapped in those chains.
I'm gonna try to very carefully free myself.
Okay, give me a sleight of hand here. They are quite large chains.
20.
Nice. You free yourself. Quietly, I might add.
Do I have any movement still? I guess.
Yeah, you do.
So let's move same side as Alistair. Try to get behind the rock, I guess. As far as I can get.
You want to get like right here?
Yeah, sure.
You can get there. Kai, you just gonna hold your action, or are you gonna do anything?
Yeah, the big dude still hasn't moved, right?
No, he still hasn't moved yet.
All right, yeah, I'm just gonna hold
Okay.
an attack.
7. Holding.
Yeah, holding. Wait. Yeah, I'm holding.
Okay. Eigen.
I'm gonna try to stand up amid the pile of corpses.
Fresh. No, I'm kidding.
And I think I will take a few steps to the northwest-ish there.
Full movement?
Yeah, that'll be all I've got. So.
All right. 1 second.
And I guess if all I did was stand up and move there, and I'm not super interested in running over closer because I'm noisy as shit, I will take the dodge action.
Okay. All right. Karina, you're at the box.
Is there a lock on the box?
It's not locked.
I'm gonna attempt to quietly open the top.
Okay. So, move forward. Reach up to the pedestal. Give me a sleight of hand here.
12?
12. Okay. That increases the DC here. You managed to push the box open, but as you see, give me... I'm gonna need it. Give me a perception check.
Ooh, 21.
You can see a small little silver wire come loose as you open the chest.
Come loose as in it activated.
It looked like it's about to activate. However,
I bring the lid back down.
give me a dex save here then.
A dex save. Well, it's the same either way. That's a 11.
11. Okay. So, you try and close the lid in time, but you hear a small little pop sound. As it does, you see as nothing happens. The wire falls and hangs loosely. But, Alistair, from your position, you see... Actually, no, I'm sorry. Kai, from your position, you see the giant's eyes swing open. He is going to roll his initiative. So
All I wanted was an education.
So at this point in time, Kai, you were holding a spell. You may cast it.
Alright. Eldritch Blast, here we go.
Eldritch Blade.
So
It's impossible not to do that now.
Yeah, no, right? 14 to hit. That hits.
Oh, let's go.
Eldritch Pow.
11 damage.
Hey, nice. Eldritch Kapoof. So, those of you, Karina, you don't even have to turn around. You just hear the explosion sound of magic being slung, and then you hear as the giant begins to raise from the bed. But Alistair, you're up.
Sure. Sorry, my D&D Beyond's having issues. Okay, there we go. Sorry. Okay, so okay, cool. Yeah. So I'm gonna use 2 sorcery points to use.
You're a wizard.
Well, I have magic because I'm a very human. Yes, I'm going to use those 2 sorcery points to quicken a spell to a bonus action.
Okay.
I can use that as a bonus action, then a cantrip, right?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So cool. So I need the giant to make a dexterity save.
Okay. That's a 14. 15 -1.
Bastard. Wait. Hold on a sec. Okay, that's fine. I don't care about that. Okay, so I'm gonna like flick my wand and a web is gonna shoot out over him. He's not gonna be restrained, but it is gonna be like on him or near him,
Okay.
or around him. And then I'm gonna roll something. I'm guessing a 10 doesn't hit.
No.
That's fine. That's the end of my turn.
Yeah, the fireball just spikes off him. He just turns around. Henrik, you're up. Kai, you're on deck.
Alrighty. So I think what Henrik will do is cast. I'm gonna give him a cast of Dissonant Whispers at level 2, and I'll add a heightened spell on that, so he has disadvantage
Okay.
to the saving throw. Wisdom.
Okay. Oof. Minus natural 1.
Nice. So he'll take 14 psychic damage.
Nice. Watch as he clutches his head, screaming loudly as he's like kind of like ruffling off the covers and then turning over, and he's reaching for his sword. Did you turn, Henrik?
Yes, that is my turn.
All right, Kai, you're up. Devin, you're on deck.
I'm going to bonus action. Magically summon Tentacles of the Deep.
Ooh.
Which, if you don't know how it works, it's literally the same exact thing as spiritual weapon.
Okay.
Can I attack with it the same turn I summon it?
I would think so. What does it say on the spell?
It just says when you create or move the tentacle, you can make a melee attack special against one creature within 10 feet of it.
Yeah, you use a bonus action, right?
Yeah, it's bonus
action.
Yeah.
You can use your action to attack with it, yeah.
Well, it attacks as a bonus action.
Oh, I see what you mean.
It doesn't use my action.
Oh, it says when you cast it.
It says when you cast it, right? Yeah, you're good. You should be good.
Alright, so I'm going to do that to, like, the right. Just like 10 feet away from the big dude.
Okay.
And I'm going to hit with it. Well, that misses.
Yep.
And then I'm going to cast second level Witch Bolt.
Okay. Was that first one a leveled spell or no?
It's a summoned melee attack.
It's a class feature, I think.
It's a class feature?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, then never mind. Yeah,
that's a special class feature.
Oh, okay, yeah. I was okay, yeah, sure, good.
So,
Right, I forgot that part of the
please
incident.
Oh, it's a 21 to hit.
Oh, yeah, it hits.
2d12 damage. For 18.
Woo! Strong hit. The and what?
Oh, I was gonna say that in my turn.
Okay. You see the witch bolt cracks out, and his bare chest is charred from the flash of light. He screams outward, still trying to get his sword. Thevin, you're up.
I'm gonna suggest to the giant that he might want to chill the fuck out. I cast suggestion.
Okay.
Saving throw 13 wisdom.
Oh, thank God. 15 minus 1.
Oh, god damn it. Okay, so that fails. Yeah, no, so that's my turn. I don't have any bonus actions.
Okay.
He's still deaf.
Yeah, pretty much. Is he still in that field? Yeah. It lasts for a whole minute. Hagen, you're up.
All right. Does a what do I have here? 13 hit?
No.
So what you see is Eigen pulls his quarterstaff out and spins it around, and sorry, I have some charts for myself that I made for myself here.
Hey.
You see 3 silver flames in the shape of random fruits: a banana, a strawberry, an apple. These little motes of fire formed into these shapes just sort of drift off and go in the wrong direction and dissipate. At which point he goes, "God damn it!" And we'll go into a rage,
Hey.
which I also have to roll for, because let's see what happens from that. Oh, that's crazy cocked. 5. Nothing too super exciting, but whenever a creature hits me with an attack before the end of my rage, it will take 1d6 force damage. As
Okay.
Magic will lash out in retribution.
Nice.
And that is all I got.
All right. So finally, as he gets up, he grabs the sword and chain, and he is going step off. Got a roll here actually. Okay. He's going to step off. He's going to strike you with the chain, Eigen. Uh, 13 to hit.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. All right. You take 12 points of bludgeoning damage.
Should be halved.
Yep, have. And you are considered grappled
Awesome.
as the chain wraps around you and begins to try to pull you in. That's going to end his turn currently. Karina, you're up.
Oh, but actually, so he hit me, right?
Yeah, he hits you. I have to
Does
take
the
that
thing.
damage. Yeah.
Yeah, it's, what is it? What did I say? 1d6 force here. Oh, a 6.
Hey, nice.
So, random uncontrolled energy swirls about me and smacks him in the face.
Karina, your go. Alistair, you're on deck.
Okay, I'm gonna turn and I see everything that's going on here, and I'm just gonna reach into my component bag and pull out a pinch of iron, and I'm going to cast Enlarge on Eigen.
Nice. Whoop, 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 whoop. Eigen doubles in size.
Wonderful.
You see the giant as he kind of like grips his sword tighter, preparing for the next fury. Sorry.
And I'm gonna try to like move around and see if there's like any cover above or behind. I'll be like, just kind of tucked back up there.
Okay, you can like tuck like right here. I'll put you right here. You can get there with the 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Yeah, you can get right here. Tuck away. Then your turn, Karina.
Yep.
All right. Alistair, you're up. Henrik, you're on deck.
Okay, is there any web that's still on him?
Yep, there is.
There is. Cool. That's a 19 hit.
That hits.
Cool. So I'm gonna like lick my wand around and cast fireball at him at the web.
Mm-hmm.
So like so web says that like it'll deal 2d5 fire damage at the start of his turn for the longer he stays in it. And because I'm aiming at the web, not him, he won't take damage from the fireball, right?
Give me like 1d6, like splash damage.
Okay. That's 3.
All right. You can see like his body is singed, but you see like his muscles begin to tense as he gets enraged. He's going to take a legendary action, and you watch as he digs the sword into the ground, and then flicks a rock towards you, Alistair. Ooh, that's 27 to hit.
Sure.
That's 17 bludgeoning damage. The rock strikes you.
Holy shit, man. What the fuck?
It's a turn. Henrik, you're up.
Wow. So I just saw that go down right in front of me, right?
Yeah, you did. You see Alice is completely bludgeoned and bloodied. His face is... He's looking fucked up.
Okay, I guess I'll move up sort of behind him. And I'm going to throw a Mind Sliver, Mr. Giant here.
Okay.
Which is a DC 13 intelligence save.
Oh, he's not good at that. Yep, 12 minus 2. It's 10.
Nice. So he'll take 6. I guess psychic damage,
Okay.
and he'll have to subtract 1d4 from the next saving throw that it makes before the end of my next turn.
Nice. Okay. So you watch as from his size, you are doing damage to him. You see that after the mind sliver, he kind of grips his head as blood begins to trickle down his nose, and he screams out again. Kai, you're up.
Oh, sorry, and I also wanted to move up with the rest of my movement. Like, can I make it behind that statue up there?
You were right here.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, you can make it. Then your turn.
That's it.
Okay. Kai, you're up. Devin, you're on deck.
All right, I'm going to attack again with the tentacle. So 21 to hit.
Ooh, that hits.
4 cold damage, and it reduces his speed by 10 feet until the start of my next turn.
Nice.
And then, so this spell, Witch Bolt, is a concentration spell, but
yeah,
I automatically just attack it after I use it until I lose concentration. So does that mean I roll the concentration check at the end of the turn?
Well, no. So you do constant damage. If I'm not wrong, you do constant damage as long as you use the action. Only time to make a concentration check is if you take damage while using it. So you could just use your action to spend it. But if you don't use your action using Witch Bolt, it goes away.
Yeah. Okay. So then I'll do that. 2d12 damage for. Oh look, 2d12. I roll 2 1s. That is 2 damage.
Whew. It shocks again. He looks towards you.
And that ends my turn.
Devin, you're up. Eigen, you're on deck.
I want to make sure I'm 30 feet away from him, wherever that is.
So you gotta move up like. Devin, your go.
Yeah, I would like to also get within 30 feet of him. And once I do that, I'm gonna cast Tasha's Hideous Laughter.
Ooh, okay.
And like, since you already find this very funny, and like kind of cast it at him, that's a Wisdom saving throw. 13.
That's a 4 plus 6. 4 plus 2, sorry.
Fantastic.
Make 6.
What? Wait, so...
No, you pass. It worked.
Yeah, fantastic. So, yeah, he's laughing and prone and everything that entails.
Okay. So you hear this large bellowing laughter as he falls to the floor. And the chain comes loose from around you, Eigen. Just in the nick of time. And as he falls, like kind of pounding the ground. You see the ice begin to split as he finds whatever he's finding hilarious. Eigen, it's your go.
All right. I will recklessly whack him with my stick.
Nice.
For 17.
That hits.
Hit. Alrighty. And oh yeah, you know what? Actually, I can just easy enough. Oh, that's terrible. But it doesn't add the rage damage, so that's a total of 6 bludgeoning damage.
6 bludgeoning damage?
But I'm huge. What does that do?
You have an extra 1d4.
Okay, I thought it did something. There you are. That's what it is.
You also have advantage on strength checks, but he released you, so.
I didn't need it. Oh, another additional 1, so total of 7.
Nice. So it takes damage. It has to. And he gets to make the saving throw again. Oh wait, hold on. Let me read it again. Okay, so he has to make it now. Okay, he's no longer laughing after that hit. He looks up to you and like kind of sneers. But that's the end of his turn, unfortunately. Karina, it's your go.
Oh, wait.
Take web damage.
Yeah, the web damage.
That's what I was just gonna say.
Give it to me. Was it 2d6? You said?
Let me just see. 2d4.
2d4. You can do it.
Let me do it.
Yeah, sure damage.
That is 5.
Hey. You see that now you're like he's taking damage. Karina, you're up. He's currently kind of looking around angrily, swinging the sword really wildly. You can see that he has the singe marks and the bleeding from the nose. He's being overwhelmed. Karina, you're up, Karina. Also, you're on deck.
I'm going to cast Mind Sliver on him.
Okay.
That's a DC 13 intelligence.
That's a 2.
Nice.
Nice.
The whole 1 point of damage.
Hey, we take those.
Level 2 wizard, by the way. Level 3 wizard. Bonus action, I'm going to telekinetically shove Alistair down and right 1 square so he's behind the boulder.
Like down, like right here.
Yeah.
Okay. Nice. That's you?
Yes.
All right, Alistair, you're up.
Can I still see him?
No, you have to come from around the boulder, but you can always shift yourself back in there if you want to.
Okay, yeah, I'll just move like 1 square up just so I can see him.
Yeah.
So the rock he threw at me, how much does it weigh?
It's not that big. It's just like it was more the speed at which it threw at you. It was not that big of a rock.
Right, he needs to make a dexterity throw.
Dexterity save? Okay.
Yeah,
that is a natural 16 minus 1, so 15.
Oh, you fucking cunt. Alright, fine. Take half damage. I'm gonna like Wingardium Leviosa, the same rock he threw at me, and launch it at him.
Casting catapult, yeah?
Yeah.
Alright.
Dealing 10 damage.
Oh wait, wouldn't Mind Sliver have given him a -4? Or
Oh, you're right. You gotta remind me of this. So hold up. Let me. It's a -4 or 1d4.
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 20 damage.
What, full damage?
It's full damage. Oh shit! Whoops.
That's 20, bitch, as the rock hits him in the face.
All right. So the rock goes flying back and it crushes into his face. As you see the shards begin to fly across, blood and viscera begins to coat the ice around him. As he begins to like look around, and then he picks up his sword once more. Henrik, you're up.
Okay, I'm gonna try to cast sleep. How far? Oh shit, Egan's right there too, though. Okay, never mind. I'm gonna cast Dissonant Whispers at level 1.
Okay.
That'll be a DC 13 Wisdom save.
Natural 19 minus 1 for 18.
Oof. He'll take 6 damage.
Damage. All right, so.
And I'll also move over to the chest as far as I can.
Okay, you move over to the chest. So, as the mind sliver goes off, and you see that he screams once more, and then you hear him slowly go, "Oh, all right, test over, oh, oh, you passed, shit, oh, you're going to kill me, Jesus, oh, you can have the diamond, just open the chest."
Wait, is that the giant talking?
Yes.
That's great. I'm gonna like run up to him. I'm sorry, Mr. Giant. Our teacher told us to do this.
No.
Alistair.
I want good grades.
Speaking of nearly dying,
What?
Alistair, you got a little blood everywhere.
Oh yeah, when I say I run over, I mean I limp. Barely breathing over.
Oh, yeah, we test all the first years like this. Oh, I hate it. Always hurts.
Why do you do
go
it?
over to him and I offer to him a flask, and I say, "This is kind of life for you. She's a cruel mistress, and she likes to peg you without warning.
Mm,
You just gotta take it like a champ.
this scotch.
It is whatever scotch they serve there at the lousy pub there for nerds."
Oh, it's my favorite. Thanks. And the reason why I do it, well, this is my home. I live here. Yeah, you know. Also, you watch as he digs his little pouch, and you see he pulls out a signet ring. I'm an alumni. Oh, Jesus. But you passed. Good thinking on the enlarge reduce. That was a good one. Also, the
Starting
deafness.
a new list. Jobs I don't want after school.
The deafness was also a good part. The webbing too. You guys are all resourceful. Oh, you'll be fine. Oh God.
What are all these bodies?
Oh, he snaps his fingers. They all disappear. Illusion. We do it just to scare everybody. Give everyone the right spirit.
It's a good trick.
Yeah.
I suppose I should have done this earlier, and I'd like to use this, which is kind of like a 60-foot detect magic. It's not quite exactly the same, but
Yep, that would have been good. Would have spoiled the surprise, but hey.
Not to ruin this whole thing we've got going on here, but like, do we have to walk down the mountain now, or is somebody gonna teleport us?
No. Turns over, and as he walks past Karina and them, he opens the box. This is yours, and he puts down 2,000 gold pieces. This is all that belongs to you. Here's the diamond that you'll need for conjuration class tomorrow. And he moves the box out of the way, and you see that as he moves the entire altar, a door is presented. Walk through, you'll be back on campus.
do I
Thank-
get anything else
Cool.
interesting?
Inside the box?
Just around 60 feet of me. I can detect any spell or magic item within 60 feet that isn't behind total cover. Just curious how much stuff is hanging around.
No, you don't really sense anything too mystical or magical. However, looking around, you do see that there is another large door, inside of the rock there, the icicle there. And he catches your eye. That's my room. Say out.
Fair enough.
Or maybe if you graduate, I'll show you what's in there.
I could really
look
use
forward
a
to it.
medic.
Oh, no, sorry about that. I didn't mean to hit you so hard. He puts his hand on top of your head as it just encompasses your entire cranium. And he heals you. Gives you full health back with the cure wounds. There you go.
Thank you. but I say thank you in giant because I know giant.
Oh, it warms me heart.
This has been 2 tests too many for me in this fucking school. I'm going back on campus. Been a pleasure. Suck a dick. Goodbye. And I walk back on campus.
Okay. Does everyone go through the door?
Yeah.
All right, you go through the door. As you're entering back into the green field of Widowbind, you see Emerson waiting for you, just clapping. That was a good show. Very good.
I will break your fucking hands, old man.
No, you won't. Now, I am so happy to have seen you all back. Don't worry, we weren't going to kill you. Don't worry, Governor is instructed to stop if any of you were going to actually die. But, you know, if the danger wasn't there, you wouldn't take it seriously now, would you? This is just a small taste of what mages of past would go through.
Fucking nerds.
Yes, we are mages. We are wizards, most of us. Wizard by nature are nerds. But, friend, we can bend reality around us. That's all I'll say.
Bend over.
We're gonna have a good year. I can see that.
I'm gonna prestidigitation another foul smell in front of Thevin.
That's funny. Now, please, you've all earned a good night's rest. Return to your dorms. And on the morrow, you'll begin your first year of class. Good night, students.
Great. So excited.
And with that, we'll end.
No.
No, keep going.
I would love to keep going if it wasn't already 5 fucking a.m. So,
Oh, I forgot to play the song actually. We will come to our tradition of MVPs. This is the song I wanted to play. We come first to Jodai, your MVP.
I think. Yeah, I think it's gonna have to be the just extraordinary list of every single NPC's clothing. This massive list. Like that was like when I first, before you had given us the list, I started like writing this person, and then it's like, okay, now she's got lacy shit all over. Too much detail. Loved it.
Fashion. I love putting things together. Joe, jellyfish.
I mean, I still can't fully get over Alistair's use of immovable object in the testing. The testing was really cool. Like in general. Also, just like conceptually, I really like Karina's concept. The idea of a pirate wizard thing just, like, going around, but also being anxious about it. It's amazing. Love it.
That's a Magic the Gathering archetype I've ever heard one. Definitely like blue black there or something like that. Or maybe blue white with Karina. I come to Kai. Matt.
I'm gonna have to give it to the our little house sorting session. I thought that was. I've been thinking about like how are you possibly gonna like figure out what house we're in, but I couldn't have ever imagined that. So I thought that was really cool.
Oh, glad you liked it. Nice. Alistair Honeywood.
So, I do have to say, even though it was so satisfying in my sorting ceremony, I completely fucked up. I didn't realize that immovable object is a touch spell. So,
no one ever uses
being able to do that.
No, but whatever. Hey, it happened.
Literally, when we were talking about doing it on the Sodder, I was looking at it, I was like, oh shit, should I mention this now? Or should I just wait?
It's too late. It's too late. That just means I should have looked at the spell my damn self. That's all.
But yeah, I think it's just gotta be, I mean, the whole thing was just amazing. But I think definitely this sorting ceremony was so cool and so awesome. and obviously getting into Foxburn was great. And yeah, I just hope that if this turns into a campaign, we get to keep everyone because it was just so good.
Everyone will stay around. If not, if people can't come back for the campaign when it eventually happens, then they turn to NPCs. Which I'll thoroughly enjoy playing Thevin. Henrik, Rico.
So I'm also gonna have to say that the sorting session was really awesome, but specifically, Aigen's and Alistair's were pretty intense. I felt that.
Yeah. They were definitely supposed to be. I was hoping that the Daniel one would be super intense too. But you did make the decision I figured you would, and it's your brother. You're not gonna really go ham on him,
Yeah, exactly.
But I'll get to mine. I'll get to mine later on. Karina, Laura.
I mean, I loved the sorting ceremony as well, and I'm already like fully embracing this world, and it's like, no, I don't want to stop. But I gotta say, my favorite moment might have been my super smart wizard girl climbing up that rock face, looking at that thing, going, "Is that a dart trap?" And then just keeps going, and she's up there at the top, she's all proud, and then, oh, it's a staircase.
Just the rocking music in her head. Yes, I fucking made it. Comes to my MVPs. Everyone did a wonderful job. I've only I haven't played with Laura a lot other than Draft Nora, which has been I can't say I haven't played with you a lot. I haven't played with you in different characters. Like we've all played with like different characters. So I know Alora, and I was I know Kenna, but then I was like, oh, I wonder how Karina's gonna turn out, and it was just a joy to play with everybody. It really, really was. Like I loved everyone's characters. Everyone was different enough, but then we had enough in the group to be like, okay, there's enough conflict here, but not so much. I fucking love Thevin. He's just an asshole. I just fucking love it. I love all the characters. I love Aigon. I did not expect that voice to come out of his mouth, and when I heard it, I was like, oh, I fucking love this voice. It's so sick. I like Kai killing his grandmother. I was like, yo, he's cutthroat. Like this motherfucker is in the embodiment of Grimwell, most definitely. It was so great. It was just really, really fun. Aigon's sorting session was when I was writing and I was like, okay, he's gonna kill this motherfucker. But when you yelled at me, I was like, oh yes, this is what I'm talking about. Give me that emotion, give me that feeling. It was just great. I kind of figured that Alistair was going to do that. Not a movable object, but try and talk him down. Which would have landed you immediately in Foxburn. That definitely did end up, that definitely turned out. I knew that how you usually play your characters would probably end you up in Foxburn. That's why I wasn't worried about it. But you did something that would land you into Riverwood, which is like Tranquil. I loved all the sorting sessions. I can't stop. It was great. It was really, really fun. It was really, really fucking fun. I just hope I didn't talk too much, give too much expose. That's why I wanted to get to things in a quicker place, because I moved it further ahead. I did not want it to take 6 hours. I wanted it to be within 3. But it was fun. I had the utmost fun.
I didn't get to pull out my pygmy falcon familiar.
Oh yeah, you guys didn't get to pull out your familiars, unfortunately. And it's adorable. I love it. It's so cute.
Also, the little intros for everyone were really great too.
Oh, yes. I'm glad you liked it.
Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Yeah, what James saying is too. Seeing Matt play someone other than Rook, it's just so nice, because I played Josh in many different one shots and whatever, but I haven't played with like Rico and Alora and Matt a lot. So seeing all the different, it was great. It was fun. It was great to see that. And this is also your first time me being as a DM with you guys. For most of you, some of you, half of you. Yeah. So, if anyone has anything else left they want to say, any questions, concerns, comments? Oh, and
just like, yeah, no, go ahead. Sorry.
I was gonna say, oh, and you all level up.
Hey.
Yeah.
Woo!
Also, even though I want the campaign to start like now, I am glad because it means that I have time to get his wand.
Yep.
So that he's not using Maverick's wand.
Yep. Yes, you can. So.
Nice.
All right, and with that, I guess we shall say goodbye.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.
I can suck my tits.
Sweet dreams.